Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's Beacons Aura live stream game. Thanks again for showing up, and we're glad to be here. We're glad to be back another week. I always look forward to Sundays, and I just kind of count down the days until we get here to be able to do this. So, thanks for tuning in today, and I'm going to go over a couple announcements today. First off, we announced on our Instagram, which is down below if you want to get a link to that. But we announced on our Instagram today that we are doing a giveaway for some art from my wife Rachel, who's doing the art for a lot of the characters in our game right now. So both the pictures on the screen of Karis and Mithranon, she drew those. And what she's doing, she's giving away a headshot with color to one of our followers when we reach 50 followers over here on Twitch. So if you're interested in entering that, all you have to do is go to our Twitch channel and hit the follow button, and you're entered. It's that simple, and you'll be in it. Once we get to 50, we're going to pick one of you lucky followers at random, and they will get a nice headshot from Rachel. So hope you enter. You can share if you want to get us there, and good luck to all of you in winning that giveaway. We'll just message you or something when we get there if you won, and you can get in contact with Rachel and we can figure out what you're gonna get. So that's pretty exciting. Also, today we're probably going to have some music playing. Most of the time we use Arcane Anthems, which is awesome free RPG music that you can find it as Patreon if you search for it. It's Arcane Anthems, and we use that most of the time. But we have some other stuff today that we found from the there's a bunch of stuff on YouTube that's for free. So we found some free music on YouTube. So I just want to credit it out to the YouTube library of music that we're finding some stuff from there to be able to use also. But that's about all the announcements I have. We have Rachel and Mike with us today. Kelly, again, unfortunately could not be with us, but she will be back next week so long as nothing crazy happens, and we'll have the whole trio together once again, and they'll begin their adventuring together as a group of three. But we'll continue picking up where we left off with Karis and Renan last week. So just a quick recap of last week. The two of them were taken from the Spire facility that they were being held at, and they were brought to Spire Tower back in the city of Beacon. And they talked with Willis Shaw there about kind of what they were learning about themselves and just the situation. Willis mentioned how the man who had attacked the facility that they were at, his name is Colum, who was a former test patient of the serum that Spire has been creating, and he ended up escaping, and he has suddenly returned, and he attacked this base and left with more serum, and he ended up taking Rodden and Carter as well in the process of that. And they discussed that for a little bit. They eventually left. They made a quick stop by the beacon to kind of check out what was going on there, and then they headed back to the Iron Fist, which is where Karis has grown up and lives, and they were sort of pressured into, I guess Karis wasn't pressured into it, she wanted to do this, but they were pressured into being fighters for the Iron Fist that would be coming up in the next days in their battle tournament stuff. So they are preparing for that. Karis' dad, Samo, is not happy about it, but the boss James is very eager to see what these two can do. So we left them falling asleep and heading off to bed in the basement of the Iron Fist. So, you guys wake up the next morning. It's so. I mean, Karis, you're used to sleeping on your probably pretty flat mattress and not super comfy. You feel the springs kind of poking through into your back a little bit. And Renan, this might even be a little bit of an improvement from what you're used to. You're sleeping in the other room across the hall from Karis in the bunk bed there.
Which did he pick top?
Yeah, did you pick top or bottom? It's important questions here.
I need to know.
I mean, probably bottom. Yeah, he's not a little worried about rolling off in the middle of the night for sure.
So you pick the bottom bunk. It's actually pretty comfy. It's a nice mattress. So.
Get used to this.
So what do you guys do now that it's morning?
Well, I guess I would probably get up and get dressed pretty quick and then go check on Mithranon, since I'm sure he would probably feel very out of place here.
Okay.
So, yeah, I might, like, whenever I'm up, I might knock repeatedly on your door for a bit.
And he like slowly walks over and opens the door, and you can see that like it doesn't look like anyone slept in any bed. He's probably already put like the blankets back completely better than they were before and folded up everything and made everything super neat, and was just kind of sitting there waiting. Yeah, he kind of slowly opens the door. He's like, hey, good morning.
Good morning, champ. She like hands you like breakfast.
He looks pleasantly surprised. Yeah. Oh, thank you. What kind of breakfast is this?
I don't know what food we have here, Mark.
I mean, you'd have some fruit.
Just get some gravy.
It would be kind of like that bruised fruit where like little portions of it have been bruised and it's not like pristine condition. So there's little bits of fruit that you can find. And they go get bread and like biscuits and stuff like that would be down in the basement for you to be able to grab.
Okay. Yeah, so it's
like
probably a bit of assortment of things.
It's like one of those fake, like, thanks. Looks great.
I picked the least bruised one for you.
Oh, there's ones that are bruised more. Oh.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
You got the nicest one. You're welcome.
Thank you, Karis. Appreciate it. He's kind of like looking around at like the room in the hallway. And it's quite the place here. You said you grew up here?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you want to see my room? Oh, you kind of saw it before, but yeah, that's where me and my dad sleep. And I like point down the hall, like in the direction. And then some of the ladies have their own rooms over there. James has a room over there. You and Carter and Rodden's room. And then over there is the storage room and like the bathrooms. And if you need to like go clean yourself up, you can go over there.
No, I already did. I kind of woke up pretty early today. Just myself up, got ready for the big day. Yeah, it's just like there's a little bit of a weird excitement, but he's trying to like, yeah, I can do this. It's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Totally, yeah.
That's a spirit. My dad said that he could show us some stuff.
Oh yeah, that'd be great for sure. Because anything would be more than I know.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be good. He knows so much. So I don't know where he is though. Was he in the room like when I woke up?
He is not in the room when you woke up.
Okay. So we can go try and find him if you want.
Yeah, sure. And he kind of like puts the plate down, leaving most of the food there. He'll grab like just the biscuit and start like munching on it while walking.
Okay.
The
She'll probably look behind and be like, "Hey, just take your stuff."
Yep. Okay. Silly me. And grabs the whole plate. He's pretty used to fresh stuff, so yeah, this is fun for him.
So the two of you begin walking your way upstairs. As you go, I mean, Karis, you're used to this by now, but Mithridon, you can hear some kids who are kind of like playing with each other in one of the rooms, and their giggles, and you make your way through the downstairs, and there's a woman who's doing some laundry over in one corner of the basement, and she just gives you a smile as you walk by, and you begin to ascend the creaky stairs up to the first floor of the Iron Fist.
Cool.
And when you get up there, you do find your dad. He is seated in one of the chairs at one of the tables. So you guys can find a place to sit or stand, wherever you want to do.
Yeah, I'll go like plop down next to him. Be like, "Good morning."
Morning, Karis. And morning, Renan.
Good morning, Mr. Samo, sir. This is Dad.
Renan,
You have a last name?
No, I don't have a last name. You can just call me Samo. You don't need to call me Mister.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Mr. Sam, sir. Sam, sir.
Samo.
Sam, sir.
He like sits down. All right.
Okay,
little
Karis
nervous.
got you some breakfast.
Yep. We're gonna be all ready. Do I know what time the fight is, Mark? Like,
It would be at night.
You
The
didn't-
fight's in the evening.
night. Okay.
So as you're sitting there, Samo looks over to you, Renan, just is like, "So what are you nervous about?"
Hey, Mark, are those the bloodstains in the ring over here?
Yeah, those are bloodstains.
Yeah, he's like looking right at it.
He'll look back over his
Those?
shoulder and check out what you're staring at, and it's like, "Oh, this place has been around for a long time." Okay.
And like you just see his grayish skin has gone a little pale. Pushes his
Ren.
plate a little bit forward.
Ren, you can heal.
I don't
You'll be fine.
know if I can heal that quickly.
When I got clocked in the face and you healed me, it didn't even hurt after.
Yeah. But still hurt. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, we got this. I mean, like how strong can these people be, right? Like we're fighting adults and not people our age. Yeah, this is gonna be great.
Karis just like looks at her dad like, just kind of gives him a look.
Okay, first lesson now, Renan. If you go into a fight thinking you're gonna lose, you're gonna lose.
That's what I told him. Winner's attitude. You always say that.
Good, you've been listening, Karis. That's good to hear.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, like, I'm not a fighter. Like, like this is sending a fisherman to war right now. I'm gonna lose.
Let me tell you that not everybody who can fight is raised a fighter. Sometimes somebody who could be a fisherman could be just scrappy enough they can get by.
Exactly.
Nice.
And we have a couple really good edges.
Unless we're going against people with already went through this treatment.
Mm,
Trust me, I fought basically everybody who we could be fighting tonight. No one has magic.
mm-hmm.
He looks a little bit more relaxed. Not fully relaxed, but
I mean, Mr. Shaw
he,
told me he's only done like 100 people in the city or something.
So, you guys should.
Mr. Samo, sir? Or
Yes.
Samo? What were you before you were a fighter? Did you grow up being trained to do this?
It wasn't my upbringing, but it's what I got into. It seemed like an opportunity for me. I mean, I did get into my own little fights. They weren't in a fighting ring though. They were more for survival. But then I found this place and I started fighting for money. And I won a lot. So.
Mm-hmm. And he bought me these cool earrings. Points to like her little hoop earrings.
Well, at least you had something to fight for. I don't really think money's something it's my focus, but means helping you guys out. I'll give it my all.
I mean, since it sounds like you two might be fighting as a team, you always could be more defensive too. Focus more on blocking attacks rather than giving attacks, and Karis here can use her abilities to attack more. Could be a strategy.
Oh, like he blocks and then I go for it?
Well, if he's focused on healing, he probably would want to stay protected more.
Oh, that makes sense.
But you have to hit to win, so.
Yeah. Okay. Does that sound
You
better?
fought like shield and dagger move. Because you got your ice knife thing. I don't know. It was worth. I just thought it was a fun little name.
It was okay. Yeah, you're getting there.
You should work on it. We got time.
Well, and I'm not sure if I should do the knife thing. I feel like that might count as a weapon. That might get us disqualified. You think, Dad?
You make a knife out of ice? Yeah.
I didn't even show you anything I can do. Yeah, that's one thing I can do.
Yeah, I would not recommend doing that in a fight.
Yeah.
Effective.
I mean, we've had some people pull knives in fights from a hiding place when they get desperate, and I wouldn't want to see that happen. And he kind of like gives a glance over towards the blood on the floor.
And its eyes go wide.
Yeah, I have a couple other things I can do that like isn't exactly a weapon, but it's not exactly a punch. It's like a magic punch.
Magic punch.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, I would define it as a magic punch. I'm not sure if anyone else would.
Well,
I don't think I saw that one.
speaking of the magic, how much can you do? Can you just keep doing it forever?
I don't think so. Like, I was getting really, really tired. It almost felt like I ran out of like the energy to do it eventually. Like some stuff. But other stuff I can keep doing. Like if I just did I did sparkles like all night 2 nights ago. And I could just keep doing it. But then other things I can't. Sorry, what?
Kind of. It was just nodding along with you, just saying, yeah, it's kind of how I feel about my healing.
Okay. Well, I guess since tonight's the fight, we probably want to keep it pretty light then, to not wear you out, I guess.
Mm-hmm. That's probably smart.
So we'll do more of a walkthrough, I guess,
Yeah.
with the fighting. So,
Do you know who you're fighting tonight?
if I had to guess, I'd most likely be fighting one of their fighters named. He goes by the name Bug.
What do I know about Bug, Mark?
He's this kind of chunky fighter, I guess. He's very hairy and he's pretty rough around the edges, and he got the nickname Bug because it looks like he has like little antennae, which are all his little hairs sticking out everywhere, like all over his body, and almost like a beetle too, with how like round his body can be.
Brennan, like, it was half eating a biscuit and just puts it back down, slides the plate again. No, I'm pretty full. No, I was no, I'm pretty full. Harry? Ugh.
Yeah, okay, cool. Well, you'll beat him, okay. And
Yeah, it's a step up from what I'm used to fighting though, so we'll see.
you'll it'll be good. Wait, do you know who we're fighting?
Well, if you guys are doing the two, Gregor was probably fighting Viper, who's their champion, which would mean that you two would be fighting Ansaldo and Cameron.
Sounds so bad.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, I think, have a pretty good fighting chance, especially if you pull some tricks out of your pockets.
Yeah, I was thinking to keep the magic thing kind of on, like, the low, and then surprise them with it. So it'll really,
Sparkles.
take them off guard.
There you go. That could be an option.
Yeah, because,
Dude.
if they think they're going to just fight these people who haven't really fought before, and then we'll be like, oh, I guess we got it, and then all of a sudden, wham! Like, magic just starts happening, and, like, people don't even know magic exists. Like, that's got to throw someone off,
Oh yeah, the surprise factor is definitely going to be a big part here. So,
Yeah.
good plan.
Thanks. She, like, straightens up.
Whatever you guys say, I'm down for. I trust you guys know what to do better than I do.
Well, I mean, you got some biceps on you. I bet you could, like, throw a pretty good punch at least.
Guess. To figure it out. Maybe like if I can use any fishing maneuvers, like casting the net or reeling in the line. Just a little uppercut, jab to the. I don't know what to do.
I mean, sometimes there's really big fish, and that's got to be tough to pull them in, right? Gotta have some muscle there.
Maybe. Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, I don't know much about fishing, but figure there's got to be something.
I mean, you can
Really
show him some moves though, right, Dad?
Yeah, I'll show you some moves.
You.
But
Fishing's a little bit more of a patient game and outsmarting the fish, not necessarily out strengthening the fish. You get them tired enough, and usually you can get stronger to them because you out-tire them and outpace them.
yeah, but fighting is involving outsmarting people too. So it's not all the physical side. Sometimes the mental side can be way more valuable.
Yeah, like getting in their head and making them be scared of you.
Yeah. So,
Looks like he's thinking about it. We're taking this. Gonna apply fishing to doing what they're asking me to do.
but, I mean, first step, eat a good meal. And he looks down at your plate and sees your half-eaten biscuit.
Yeah.
You need your strength.
Kind of like forces himself to eat, trying not to think about antennae hairs and the
I
blood
seriously
spots.
picked out like the best food for you. I'm gonna be really annoyed if that goes to waste.
No, it's great, and then like you just see him start like shoving it in. It's great, really good.
And as you eat, he says, "Okay, I'll be right back," and he begins to head downstairs.
See, isn't he the smartest?
Yeah, I'm glad he's on our side.
So much experience. You know, all the cool tricks in the book. So yeah, you're gonna be fine. He's gonna show you all some cool stuff. It'll be great.
Definitely. No, we got this. We are the best fighters. We are undefeatable. It's almost like he's trying to convince himself.
There you go. That's how you do it.
Brendan's just kind of looking around at this place, taking it in more from a. He's been here before as like a customer, like sitting here watching a fight, but like he's taking it more in to understand what it must be like for Karas to live here and just taking in the place a little bit more.
Yeah, this building is, I mean, pretty run down right now. You look around and, I mean, you can see like cracks and certain pieces of window panes missing from some of the windows, and there's some light bulbs that are not working or they're burned out or something, and I mean, there's a lot of crumbling in the structure of the building too. It just kind of looks like it's just holding up enough to be able to support people living here, but it's in disrepair and not looking amazing by any means. The chairs are just they're not matching. They're all kind of from different places and they have different looks to them, like they've been scavenged from all over the city and just been put into this building. And the whole thing is, I mean, very simple building. So, and then yeah, bloodstains all in the fighting pit.
He feels the fruit tumbling over in his stomach again every time looking at it.
But Samo eventually makes his way back up, and he's carrying this punching bag and with a stand, and brings it up, and he sets it up inside of the fighting pit.
While he's setting up, Karis like is kind of like looking around, and then all of a sudden, like she straightens up and she runs over to her dad while he's busy, and it's like, Dad, guess what? I forgot to tell you this last night.
What? Yes, Karis?
Look, and she like makes sure James isn't around, and then she like pulls out her phone.
Where'd you get this?
Mr. Shaw, the guy that gave me the injection stuff, he gave this to me.
Really?
Yes.
For what?
Cause, I don't know.
Okay.
If you want me to roll for deception, I can.
Yeah,
She mid-sentence realized that maybe she doesn't want him to know about Ron.
Hey, go ahead, roll deception.
I got a 20 actually.
20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, just kidding. I got a 18.
18.
Mhm.
Okay, well he just looks at you and just says, I mean, that's interesting. Take good care of it, I guess. Don't
Yeah.
lose it. Don't break it. I don't know.
I know. I'm really worried I'm going to. I just wanted to show you because it's so cool.
Yeah, you might want to keep that a secret from James too, I guess, for now.
Do you think he would like it?
I don't know. It's just probably better to not tell him about it for now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Brennan had forgotten about the cell phone and kind of takes it out and checks it. We haven't gotten any calls or like texts or anything, right?
You look at it and you don't see any missed messages, anything like that.
Like, there's a few buttons because he forgets how to like make it go quiet again, and then just like puts it away.
But he finishes setting up the punching bag, and he says, "Okay, well, why don't we see what each of you can do? Karis, why don't you go first? Show me some punches on here, and then we'll get you in here, Brennan. And we'll just kind of see what I'm working with for today.
Yeah.
So just throw
Awesome.
like 5 or 6 punches.
Okay.
She's a pretty good punch. I've heard it on the walls.
She just like grins over at you, and then she'll start punching the punching bag. She tries to copy like what she's seen her dad do and what she's seen other fighters do.
Okay. So why don't you just roll up 6 and just give me some totals, and we'll see how you did.
Total. What do I add then? Is it just
Your strength?
Okay, so it'd just be flat rolls because I have 0 strength.
0 strength. There you go.
Okay. Here we go.
And plus your proficiency as well.
Yeah, you
Is
do
this
get
like
a
an
proficiency
unarmed
bonus. Unarmed is you're proficient with, so.
Oh, okay, so +2 then. All right, here I go. First roll, 7. Second roll, 19.
Okay.
Third roll, 7.
And then still flinches.
Fourth roll, 15.
Okay.
Fifth roll, 6. Last roll, 20.
Okay.
Yay.
So, I mean, with how you did it, it was like left arm was like really weak, and then right arm's just solid. Left arm weak, right arm solid. Left arm weak, right arm solid. It's pretty clear what your dominant arm is in this. And he just kind of looks like you got some solid punches there from your right. That's real good. We'll have to strengthen up your left a little bit. You're kind of dipping your shoulder a little bit too much, so we'll work on that today.
Okay.
Redden, why don't you come up here?
Yeah, sure. Okay. All right. Just a big fish. We're wrestling a fish. Just gonna.
You got a picture
I
of
got
the fish.
this.
You can make it a fish. Go ahead.
Like the first roll be with disadvantage because imagine him being like really timidly not wanting to hurt the punching bag.
If you want to go ahead, you can make a disadvantage.
Yeah. That's a 9.
Okay.
Second would be a natural 1.
Okay.
Oh no.
4 plus 3, 7. 9 plus 3, 12. 7 plus 3, 10. Another 12.
Okay.
Totally narratively accurate.
So
It's kind of like bending his wrist a little bit, and it's just like it's bad. It's not a pretty sight.
Samo looks at you, and he kind of like has a long pause,
Tell like it is.
and he's like, "We'll try taping your wrists, and maybe that'll
Yeah,
help."
that kind of hurt.
Yeah,
Ow.
you gotta fully commit to a punch whenever you're doing it. I mean, if you don't follow through, use the force of your back leg, and you gotta twist your hips and everything. You're not gonna have a good punch, so you You gotta really commit. So let me get some tape and we'll tape you up.
Like walking over to Kara's, like rubbing his like knuckles, like, ow. Punch you really hurt this bad?
Huh?
It hurt, right?
I mean, it's fine. Okay. Who are you super mad at? Is there someone you're just like super mad at?
Oh, Pops really told me to forgive people and to live with positivity in your heart as much as possible.
No, who are you mad at, Ren?
Not mad at anybody. Maybe like people that, prey on the weak and, take advantage of people like thugs, trying to, I don't know, some of these big corporate people are not spreading the wealth, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, didn't someone stab you? You said.
He's kind of like holding to his like ribs a little bit. Like, I mean, I let him stab me, but yeah, he.
Just like think about punching him in the face.
Oh no, he looked pretty scared after Shaw was done with him. I don't think I need to do that.
Okay. What about that column guy?
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah,
A
imagine
little
that,
intimidating.
that,
I wouldn't want him to punch me back though.
well, it's a punching bag, Ren, so he's not gonna punch you. Pretend that's
Okay.
column, and he's standing there, and you just go up and you think about how much he sucks, and then punch.
Okay. Just still looking at Kara's like, I don't get it, but all right.
Samuel walks up. Who's Colin?
He's the guy that took Rodden and Carter. She looks really sad.
Oh,
Yeah, Brandon like looks down.
let's see. Yeah. Knock his lights out.
Yeah.
Here, give me your wrists.
I'm pretty weak and flimsy, but yeah, he hands him over to her.
And he'll start taping up your wrists and your hands a little bit, and a little bit over your knuckles too, just to kind of give you some extra
Yeah.
padding. And he's like, this will help keep your wrist straight. Yeah. It's pretty important to do that. You're going to really hurt yourself if you bend your wrists too much when you're punching. So.
Just bending my wrists? Okay.
Yeah, do not bend the wrists.
Bend the wrist.
Lead with these knuckles
Wrist.
too. Don't put your thumb on the inside. Thumb on the outside. Okay?
I'm on the outside. Okay. All right.
Here. And he kind of like morphs your hand into like a fist or punch, and he's like, right here, these knuckles, this is the punching knuckles. Don't do these.
Okay.
These are the knocking knuckles when you knock on a door. You don't want those to be your punching knuckles. These ones.
Makes sense. Okay.
Okay?
Okay, punching, not knocking. Okay.
And he
I
just
like he
keeps
kind of
taping
gets
you
set
up.
up. And as he kind of gets set back up at the punching bag, he's kind of like thinking about how casting like the fishing pole, like how you have to use like twist your hips and to be able to get like a good motion into it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of like trying to get positioned to do that and keep straight. I guess I'll try again.
Right. Let loose, man. Let loose. Go for it.
Okay.
You're
All
so
right.
mad. Think about how mad you are.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
And there's this immediate look of just shock on Samo's face as you punch at this time, and just swings, and he's like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah! Kara's like
Carl
both her
has, like,
hands
the
are in
same
the
look
air.
of
That's what we need.
Oh. Okay.
That was amazing.
He's kind of like, he looks shocked, but kind of like breathing fast. And he's like looking over. He's like, I think I can see why you guys like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need tonight. That intensity, that kind of commitment to your punches. That's what we need. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. He looks over at Karis and kind of nods. He goes, we'll do this for Rodden.
Yeah, we're gonna do it for Rodden, and then when we get him back, we're gonna tell him that we won for him.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna move into blocking next. So he
Okay.
kind of pulls the punching bag out to the side, and he's just like, okay, you gotta watch where people's punches are gonna come from. Watch their body, watch their movements. You can kind of tell what side they're gonna punch from, where they're gonna punch, and you gotta either absorb it or dodge it. Okay. You can use your hands to help block. Gotta be quick, agile hands, and light on the feet. Okay.
Karis is like nodding along. Like you can tell she probably at least knows from hearing people say this all the time. But at the same time, it's like everything he's saying. She's like, like a little
This is the
starry-eyed.
pearls of God.
He knows so much. He's so smart.
So he goes and grabs some gloves, like some boxing gloves. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna take some swings, and I want to see how you can do blocking. Okay.
Still Renan, or is this Karis?
He'll have Karis go first.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready, Karis?
Yeah.
Okay. So for this, I'm basically gonna give you the dodge action, so it's gonna be a disadvantage for all of them.
He is? Okay.
So, what's your AC?
It is 12.
12. Okay, here we go. See how he does against you.
The higher DC that I do.
I know. I didn't want to brag.
I love it.
So
The sorcerer has a higher DC? What?
you watch it, and like in the moment, you're kind of getting all giddy and excited and ready to go, and you kind of miss when he's ready to go, and he just takes a punch and just kind of like punches you in the shoulder. Not too hard, but like you can feel it kind of collide with your shoulder. He's like, Harris, pay attention.
Oh, sorry. I just was so excited. I've always wanted to do this. She like starts hopping a little bit, like on the balls of her feet.
So the next roll is a 9. So he takes a swing with his left, and you just kind of duck down and right over your head. It's like good.
Yeah.
Next is a 7. So another one. He just goes for like a right jab, and you just take your hands and you push it off to the side, and he says, yes, that's exactly what we need to see. Then he swings with a 14.
Yeah.
And he hits you on the left side, and say, okay, you gotta recover from that, the dodge before. You gotta recover from that. Get ready. Here comes another one. And this one's a 9 again. You expertly kind of block it away. And he's like, oh, you've been really watching Karis, haven't you?
Like all the time. I've memorized all the moves.
Nice. Okay. Keep that up tonight. I mean, keep your hands ready. Keep your toes ready. Keep dodging. Okay. Ready?
Okay.
You ready?
Sure.
Okay. Step up.
Yeah,
man.
go, Ren, go.
Yeah, Renan kind of been looking this whole time about like weird way of picking up how slow Samo has gotten compared to how quick and nimble Karis is, and just seeing how his diminished skills, he probably would have landed a lot more of those punches before in his prime. But yeah, he's still pretty nervous going up against this behemoth of a man. He's like pretty flat-footed. Hands like loosely up, kind of like trying to mimic Kara's, but probably like elbows really out. Yeah. Awkward.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Sure.
And he comes with the right hook, and 16 to hit on that one.
Smack in the chin. He's probably on his butt already.
He's like, okay, you weren't ready for that. Here, let's get you up. And he grabs you by the hand and helps you up.
Yep. Nope. We're good.
Good set. Here we go.
Great.
Here we go again. This one was an 8.
Yeah, just barely missed.
So he goes with a left hook this time, and you bring your hands up, and you kind of hit his hands away and slap him away, and it's like, there you go. Now you're getting it.
A little cap slap, but yeah.
A 10 on the next one.
That's my AC.
So he just gets you right in the chest. Another one, boom. Just a light tap, though. It's not too much.
Oh.
He's like, recover.
Yep.
he swings with a 11 this time and just kind of bumps you right on the right shoulder, and yeah, you get bumped to the side. He's like, okay, well, we'll keep working on your footwork.
Yeah. Ooh. He looks a little dizzy.
You gotta like breathe during this, Randy. You're just holding your breath the whole time.
What? Yeah. I mean, it's just a lot quicker when they're coming to your face than when you're watching someone else get hit.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta find a way to just kind of calm your emotions. Take a deep breath and just be ready to go. Whatever happens, ready to go.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. All right.
But the big thing we gotta do is we have to see you to combine your punches that you're doing against the bag and your dodging and footwork at the same time. Like, that's how you win fights. You have to do both. So
Yeah.
what I'm gonna have you two do, and he goes and he grabs 2 pairs of gloves and he hands one to each of you, and he's like, I'm gonna want to see you two fight each other.
Cool.
I mean, like, fight each other.
Yeah, first one to get five punches in, we'll call it there. Okay.
I mean, like, I'm not really one to like fight. Like, look, I mean, you're strong. You're stronger than me, but like, I don't really like. It's not polite to fight a girl.
Polite.
Yeah, you're not supposed to hit a woman. Haven't you ever heard that?
Then she's gonna beat you.
Yeah. And plus,
So-
we don't have to worry about being polite here. This is the arena.
Look, Brennan, those two that you're fighting tonight, they're not gonna give a crap about not punching a girl. And if you aren't there to punch them back, she's gonna go down quick. You gotta get in there. You gotta go.
Oh, go down that quick.
I mean, 2
So
on 1
by
is a hard
punching her
fight.
now,
Okay, yeah, I guess.
so by punching her now, I can protect her later.
By
Yeah.
punching her now, you're training to protect her later.
Okay.
Because she's got to get practicing on fighting, and you've got to get practicing on fighting.
Like gulps again, just like Okay, I'm not in Kansas anymore, but all right, let's do this.
Don't
Like,
picture
really weak, so
some
he puts his fist up.
don't picture some frail little girl. She's a fighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I know she is. Weird. Alright. And Renan actually probably looks more scared of Kara's than he looks scared of Samo. Like every time like Kara's is bouncing around ready to start, he's just like backing up and like hitting the wall. Yeah, no. Let's do it. Okay. To protect you. Okay.
So he gets you both in the ring to fight, and we'll just pull you over in here. He kind of stands and leans on this railing on the side here and watches as you guys are doing this.
Moves out of the blood stain.
Tiptoeing around all of
Yeah.
And he just says, okay, first one, 5 solid punches in. We'll call it, okay?
Yeah.
So, roll initiative, you two.
Never thought I'd fight Kara's.
Yeah. 19.
19.
Both have 19.
Yep. I have a 0 initiative though, so that's
Yeah,
on the dice.
we'll go Karis first.
Oh, I got 19 total.
I'm 19 total, but it's on the dice.
You have a higher dex though, don't you?
I do, yeah.
So, yeah, you go first.
Okay.
That's my tiebreaker.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm
Brandon's like going in for the punch too, but like still gets hit first.
yeah, so like she has like her fist up. She's like, all right, Ren, I'm not gonna take it easy on you. And she just goes in.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
I rolled a 1.
Oh. He probably like jumps down and like just literally like picks up his feet and falls on the ground to duck out of the way. Okay, that we didn't even count. We didn't even. Are we starting now?
Starting. I missed it
Jeez.
perfect. It was a warning. It was a warning punch.
Oh yeah. I could feel it almost hitting his like hair.
All right, go for it, Renan.
Renan just gets back up and goes, okay, all right, Dan, cast the net. It's a fish. 12.
You did it. Yeah, you
That
got
hits.
Hey.
So yeah, you just swing once, and Kara's kind of recovering from her whiff on the past punch. Just connect on there. Once I'll hit, and he's like, "There you go, Red. Nice."
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
me. What didn't even hurt? And then she'll immediately go in for another one. She's forgetting
Sweet.
the dodge action a little. She's pretty eager, so.
Didn't hurt? What's this reaction?
Okay,
Wait,
I
what?
got a 21.
There you go.
Jeez.
So you swing and just boom right in the chest. Another solid punch kind of knocks the wind out of you a little bit, Renan.
He looks like, yeah. Oh, you punch harder than Samo. He definitely scoots back a little bit, and I feel the fruit coming up. And then he puts himself in defensive position. He'll take the dodge action.
All right. So you get disadvantage now, Harris.
Okay. So then
Still got a hit.
I kind of circle around a little bit to here, and then I go in again, but this time disadvantage. So I rolled another one.
Okay. So yeah, she just kind of swings again wildly, and she left herself open. So I'm gonna give you advantage on this one, Mithranon.
Nice. Yeah, he'll like duck and then like swing over to the side. And then he's picturing Callum, so he's kind of going in with more force than he was last time. With a wide, like, right hook. So 17 plus 3, 20.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she just leaves herself open. You just punch her right in the back now. She's kind of swung through and had herself turned around, and boom, solid punch to the back.
And bouncing around a little bit, like, okay.
And Samuel yells
Yeah.
in, "Recover, Karis, recover!"
Ah! Okay, yeah, she goes, oh, that was really good! And then she'll whip back around, and then this time I'm taking dodge. And just kind of like waiting.
Okay. So you have disadvantage, Renan. Your turn.
I was gonna say, I think he just stands there and does the defensive action too, not realizing like he might have an opening or just waiting. He's just like, okay,
Just a
defend.
pause in the action.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's just standing there, Karis. What are you gonna do?
Okay, now I'm gonna punch in.
All right.
I'm bored now.
Disadvantage.
Okay, I got an 11, so.
I'm bored. It still is.
That hits. So he kind of goes to put your hands away, but you just get past his arms and hit him right in the shoulder for another hit.
Ow. Jeez.
Suck it up, Ren! Suck it up!
He goes in for his own hit. A little wild this time. That's a CX.
No.
So yeah, you come around with a left hook this time, and she just ducks right underneath it and dodges out of the way.
Then I immediately go in for my own right hook. Yeah, 13.
13 will hit.
Nice.
So,
Definitely
yeah,
hits.
You got him kind of, he scooted around and is up against the barricade a little bit. You just have him kind of pinned in there a little bit and just body shot right to the stomach.
Ooh. Oof. Yeah, he's just bringing his elbows in together and just kind of hiding behind him. He'll take the defensive action this turn.
Okay.
All right.
Like up on the ropes.
You're up again, Karis, with disadvantage.
All right. Either one would hit because my lowest one I rolled was a 10.
So he's got his elbows in, defending his stomach a little more, and you see that, and you just swing around and hit him right in the shoulder now as he's left that exposed. You were one hit away, Karis, from winning.
I like it.
Go aggressive. Come on.
He's gonna try and he's just running at this point, just trying to get out of there, and then with his eyes closed, he's gonna take another just swinging left, what do they call it? The roundhouse. Is that disadvantage because he's closing his eyes, or just regular?
I mean, if you want to take it for not having your eyes open, go for it.
Sure, he's freaking out. It's a 9. Yeah, 9.
Okay, so yeah, you eyes closed, swing, and you don't find anything when you swing.
A little off balance, but he's trying to recover.
Before I take the next punch, I look up at my dad and shrug at him a little bit because Ren's punching with his eyes closed.
Yeah, it wasn't even close to you when you were swinging.
But I'll go in and do it anyway. Yeah, I definitely hit.
Shit.
21.
So yeah, he's kind of looking off to the side of you a little bit, and you just boom right in the shoulder, and solid hit. You kind of knock him off balance a little bit because he wasn't expecting it, didn't know where the punch was coming from with his eyes closed, and Samuel just says, "Well, there you go. It was good to watch and see kind of your techniques a little bit more. Renan, keep your eyes open next time. Keep your eyes open."
I think I touched the blood spot.
Oh,
It's
Ren.
throwing off of it.
Yeah, don't close your eyes. That.
Did I close my eyes? Everything went black there for a second. I didn't know what happened.
Yeah, you definitely closed your eyes.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
That was really
remember
good.
Remember what my dad said? Take a deep breath.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I need to take a breather.
Okay. Take a breath. Sit down. Relax for a little bit. Get some water.
Backs away from Karis.
Sorry, hit you. Got some good hits in. She calls out after him.
Yeah, I think something cracked, but no, we're good.
Dad. Can I show you my cool magic while he's resting?
Sure. I mean, just don't tire yourself out. You want to be able to use it tonight, though, right?
Yeah, I think there's a few things I can do that it won't make me too tired. But I actually wanted your opinion on it anyway to see if I could use it somehow.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. So, this one doesn't have anything to do with anything, but it's really cool. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's see it.
Okay. This isn't for fighting. And then I use the message cantrip. And I do, "Hi, Dad."
Okay, what? Hi, Karis? What?
I could do that from downstairs, too, and you'd still hear it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Didn't do anything.
Oh, here. And I do the same to Ren. Go, "Hi, Ren."
Ah! Why do I hear your voice in my head?
I don't know. It's just a thing I can do. Mr. Shaw showed it to me.
That's cool. And you just see him, he looks really concentrated at you. Almost as if he's struggling to concentrate. You hear it?
Hear what?
Yeah, okay, I don't have that then. It's worth a try.
I mean, hey, maybe I actually could do that and freak someone out, you think?
It's possible. I mean, it's pretty loud and crowded, so I mean, they might just think someone was whispering in their ear. That's kind of what it sounded like.
Yeah, maybe if I did "I'm behind you" or something creepy.
Maybe. I mean, typically fighters are getting yelled at from all sides in these fights, so I don't know how effective that would be, but you're always welcome to try it.
Okay, maybe if I get desperate. Okay, but anyway, the other thing I can do is, and I back away a little bit from I don't know, maybe I'll do it at the wall or something.
Okay.
And I'll just do the Ray of Frost cantrip.
Okay.
And it's a ranged spell attack, and a 1d8 damage.
Sure. Why don't you just roll the d8?
Sure. 5.
Okay. So you bring your hands up in that motion that the shadowiness kind of led your hands, those markings on your wrists kind of led you through, and you repeat that and you fire it off, and this dark cold energy kind of flies out from your hand, collides with the wall, and just a layer of frost just starts covering the wall. And he's like, now that could be useful.
Yeah?
Huh. And he kind of walks over to you and he's like, let me see your hands.
Hold him out.
And he grabs them and is kind of like feeling around and just says, I mean, no one can say that you used a weapon, I guess.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Where'd that come from?
I think these. And I like point to... I guess I'll do specifically the markings in my wrist. See these?
Yeah. When did you get these, Karis?
I got them at the injection.
These are from the injection?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they kind of been getting a little darker. But, like, sometimes, like, when Mr. Straw was showing me all these different things they could do, and it felt like, sometimes it feels like they're sort of, like, showing me what to do. I don't know if that makes sense.
That sounds creepy. But still cool.
Super cool. It doesn't feel that creepy. It's just a little cold, that's all.
And he looks up at your face and he's like, are you bleeding? And he goes and kind of touches your cheek where one of the lines is. And just
No, that's
starts
some of it too.
rubbing it, and it's like, it's dripping. But it's not going away.
It's dripping? Yeah. What?
Here,
I don't have a mirror.
he takes you over to the bathroom where there's a mirror. And you stand there and you can look and you can see now, like, the lines have gotten a little thicker and it looks like they're kind of dripping this blackness a little bit, like a little tiny bit starting to look like it's almost like it's bleeding, but there's nothing coming out actually.
Oh, that's weird. She's like kind of touching it herself. Maybe it's because I don't bleed anymore that much, and then it's bleeding in these things.
You feel okay?
Yeah, I feel fine.
I didn't see Ren get you in the face or anything.
No, I noticed earlier when I was doing this, they were kind of getting bigger the more I did this stuff, so... I don't know. This doesn't look like bad, does it? Am I still cute?
You're gorgeous, girl.
Oh, thanks.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. But I feel fine. I don't feel bad or anything.
And he just kind of like looks at you and rubs his hand across the marking on your cheek again, and goes down and to your wrist and kind of takes his thumb across that too, and just says, "Yeah, this is interesting. Hopefully, it's nothing bad."
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Straw said it didn't seem bad. I mean, he wouldn't really know that much either, but...
Well, you
Ran and cast Divine Sense again and see how those little particles might be reacting with the drip.
Sure.
Also, if there are a lot of particles in the Iron Fist.
So
The drip.
So you open up your sight a little bit more, and you look around, and the particles, like those dust particles, those black little bits floating around, it's all over the place still. They just kind of pop in and out all over the bar, and it doesn't seem noticeably different from when you were at Spire, but it's looks pretty much the same from what you can tell. You don't really notice a difference.
Okay. Mr. Samo, sir?
It's Samo. Just Samo.
Sorry. Sorry, Kara's dad, Samo. I'm sorry.
What do you want, Ren?
Pops used to hit me on the back of the head if I never called someone Mr. Mrs. Sorry. It's just how I was raised. I was just gonna ask if you've ever known anybody that either had this injection or powers before. Kara's the first person.
I mean, I've never met anybody who got this. I didn't know these injections were happening.
Okay.
I
I was
was
just curious.
I was quite shocked to hear that James had arranged something like this. Let alone my daughter runs off and does it.
Eh,
But maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it will help us.
that's what I was thinking. It seems like it'd be even more useful than if I was going to be super buff, like what I thought was going to happen.
But I mean, why don't you guys take a bit of a break, rest up a little bit. We'll do a little more light training in the afternoon, and um, make sure you're energized and ready to go for our fight tonight.
Okay. That sounds good. Do you need to train at all?
I mean, I'll probably do some punching, definitely.
Okay. If you want to train with me,
Just saying, she's a pretty good sparring partner.
since we can now.
All right, one time, Karis.
Yee! She literally like flounces over to the arena, like the arena part.
So
Get out of there as quick as you can.
he'll move around in and just say, "Okay, let's see what you got."
Awesome.
We'll do another first to 5 hits again. What do you say?
Yeah.
Okay,
Initiative.
Roll initiative.
15.
He got a 7.
Oh, are you rolling at disadvantage for him all the time because he's old?
No, that was just
Okay.
roll the 5 on the die. Got a 7.
I was just wondering. Cool. Why, man? I'm ready to go, and I just go in.
All right, go for it.
I got a 4.
Okay. So, I mean, even in his older age, he does just block your first punch in out of reflex pretty well. He then brings a punch around for it's a 19 to hit. So he just, boom, right on the shoulder.
Oh, good hit. That was awesome.
He's bouncing around on his toes a little bit, hands up, ready to go. Come on, Karis, let's go. What you got? What you
Yeah.
got?
She copies him a little more. Whatever he's doing, she will shift her position so that she looks exactly like him. Oh, I got 20!
All right, I'm gonna count that as 2 hits for you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just boom, you
And
collide.
it's like, yeah.
You kind of like hit him right in the part of the jaw, and he just kind of steps back, stunned for a second, like, whoa, wow.
Sorry.
I
Sorry, I
told
got
you
excited.
she hits hard.
Nice punch. Oh man. And
Sorry, did I hurt you?
I'm good. Let's go. He steps up to swing. It's a 14 to hit.
Yeah, he hits.
So he comes around and just another shot on your side. Boom, right with the left hand in there. 2-2. You're up, Karis.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Aggressive, 15.
That's a hit.
Yes.
So you again like get ready, recover from the punch, and just boom right in the stomach as he kind of left himself open there. And he rights himself, takes another swing. It's a 24 to hit. Just boom.
Yeah.
Another solid collision. I mean, you're feeling your dad's like big punches here. He's not really holding back on you.
Cool. So yeah, she'll probably be like, wow, okay, and then she'll take a dodge action for this one.
Okay. So he steps up to keep going. He's like, hey, okay. And with a 7, he just goes for a big swing. And you just duck right underneath that one too. Just it flies right over your head, right over his head.
Now I'll use the momentum to try a swing of my own. I got a 14.
Yeah, that hits. So yeah, he swings wildly, right over your head, and you come up and you just uppercut him right in the chin again. Just, oh man.
Sorry, I got excited.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good. And he takes another swing at you. This is a 9. He just still kind of staggering from that punch and just takes another swing, but just can't connect with you as you dodge it again. Go for it. You're go again.
Okay. Mark, I'm going to roll disadvantage right now because I don't want to really beat him very much. Like, I don't want to completely own him because I know he's already really low.
Okay.
So the swing is not as committed.
Okay.
I rolled a 20 and a 2, so 4.
So yeah, you just kind of like throw your fist off, and he gives you like a look at this point. He's like, Karis, you gotta commit. And he goes in for another punch, and he rolls another 9, and just kind of swings again, just like, come on, hit me.
Okay, now that he said to do it, I'll do it. Committing. 21.
Okay, and you
Jeez.
just kind of dodge down from the last punch. You duck down, and then you just come up again. Boom! Hit him right in the stomach again. He just doubles over. You say, "Oh, nice work, Karis."
You said to commit. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Like, you gotta commit like that in a fight. You gotta do that.
Yeah.
Renan looks awkward and just like, I don't know what to say.
And Samuel reaches over, put his hand on your shoulder, and just says, Karis, I can take a lot of punches, so don't worry about that. But you're quick, and that's good. That's gonna help you.
Thanks. I've been watching The Best for a long time now.
Maybe we'll have a new best soon.
All right.
Kind of pats you up on the side of the head with his glove and tussles your hair a little bit, and it's like, okay, let's get some food in us.
She looks like you just gave her a vault of money. Like, she's so happy. She might be strutting a little bit.
Renan kind of laughs a little bit seeing that and puts out his hand for a fist bump. Good job, partner.
Thanks, partner. Gonna be the dream team.
Shield and dagger. No?
What does that mean? Why do you keep saying that?
No, because like I'll dodge, I'll take the punches, but like you can go in and get the attacks. You're obviously way better at hitting than I am.
Okay. I like it. That's a good name.
They're in lightning. No, I don't know. Peanut butter and jelly. That one's bad.
Not
Work on it.
People would laugh us off the stage.
Hey, unassuming. You said get inside their heads.
That's true. No, that's too much. I can't do that.
It's pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
bad. I don't think we can do that.
So Samuel comes back, and he's got some water, puts it down in front of each of you, and says, yeah, stay hydrated, keep drinking this water, and we'll rest up, do a little more light stuff in the afternoon, and call it good. What do you say? He goes and he gets some kind of like cured meat and brings it up, and it's like beef jerky kind of, and he puts it in front of you all and just says, yeah, you gotta get your energy.
Renan try and be like, can Renan say, hey, I'm gonna go help you, and try and pull him down without Karis for a second?
Sure, I mean, you can follow him down.
To have like just a brief couple seconds one-on-one with him.
Sure. So you follow Samuel down to the basement, and he watches you come down, and he's like, yeah, you can help me carry this crate up here.
Ammo, Mr. Sir.
It's just,
Sorry, still
it's
working
just
on it.
Samo.
No, I'm working on it. It's getting there. And he kind of like puts his hand behind his head, scratches it a little bit. I wanted to say thank you for me and bringing me in and stuff, but I just want to let you know I'm keeping an eye out for Karis. I know she really likes Shaw and is kind of very excited for this opportunity he's given her. I'm being a little bit more cautious. I don't know exactly what they'll have planned for us. Kind of chosen randomly, but it seems that some people were taken involuntarily to this. Like, looks at his arms and experiment, I guess you could call it. Just want to let you know, if anything happens or we get the inkling that someone's coming after Karis, I'll make sure to let you know.
That's good to know. I mean, I hope you will let me know if she's in any danger. But I actually did have a question for you. Those markings she has. I mean, I've heard stories about you elven people. So I've heard that sometimes uh, the elves can have markings like that too. I mean, do you know what they mean? Do you know what they are?
Kind of like moving his beanie like subconsciously over his ears again without even like realizing he's doing it. Uh, yeah. Don't really know much about it, to be honest. I kind of ran away from my family when I was young. I didn't really learn too much except the lores and kind of the fairy tales, but whenever I'm in the moonlight, I get markings, and I know.
What? You get what?
Yeah, I don't know, some weird elf thing, I guess. Just when I'm in the moonlight, I get certain markings on my skin, and I've heard that the other tribe, Sun Elves, they get markings in the sun, but I don't know if they look like that. I've never really seen one before.
Yeah,
Think
yeah.
it could be related?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just stuff I heard. You know, I just gotta ask questions.
I mean, none of the other kids got markings like that.
And your markings have never been an issue for you. Like they don't make you do stuff.
Oh, like that. Not like what she's saying. Um, it's more or less just the stigma that goes along with being an elf in a human city.
Huh.
I'm really proud of it either. I try and keep my head down as much as I can about being an elf. Kind of looks at his skin, not that it's easy to do.
Well, just keep an eye on her for. I thank you for that. I appreciate you watching out for her. I mean, she's growing up so much, and faster than I wanted to see her even. I mean, she's fighting. She's not even 18 right now, so that's crazy.
Raised her right. I think she, I hope the world doesn't surprise her and disappoint her. She has a pretty open heart and excited heart, but I'll make sure she keeps that as long as she can.
Yeah. I think she's capable of anything she wants to do. But no, there's things out there that would want to take that away from her. To box her in, to control her. So it's good to know that there's somebody else who's watching out for her. Because there's definitely some people who should have done that but didn't. So
Yeah, I'm sorry for not being enough for Carter and Rodden. I know you were close to them as well.
well, anyways, let's get back upstairs.
Yeah, let me and, like really roughly grabs the beef jerky and is like almost dragging it along with where Sam was probably easily carrying it.
Yeah, there's just like a little crate lid he kind of gives you. Puts some of the beef jerky and there's some fruit in there, and um,
Yep. Oh, I got it. I'm good. Just get the door.
and you guys head back upstairs with the food.
Karis is like at the top of the stairs because you guys were talking for a long time. She's like, "Wow, did you guys like lose the food or something?"
Just a lot to grab, Karis.
Oh, you should have told
We're
me to
grabbing
help.
the best ones. Didn't want any
Oh.
bruised ones.
Ah.
And you guys,
Samo and Mithrin are like, we didn't have a heart to heart.
nothing.
And stuff.
So you guys sit down, fill up on some food, drink some water, and just kind of recover from your morning training, and you guys are able to just kind of rest and relax a little bit. Samo, he goes and he's just like, yeah, you guys, I'm gonna take a little bit of a nap to just kind of get ready for tonight. If you guys want to do anything, you can, and maybe you can do a little more punching on the punching bag, whatever you feel like doing, and get ready for tonight. What do you say?
Okay.
I think you're ready. I think you're ready.
Awesome. Thanks.
So he heads.
You're best teacher.
He heads downstairs to go relax.
To get to the roof.
What?
A way to get to the roof.
You'd have to go outside and climb up there, but there's stuff you could probably climb on outside.
Yeah, if nothing else is going on, I think Renan would find his way up to the roof and just the sunset a little bit and try and get himself grounded and if he can see out into the woods at all.
Okay.
His mind right.
So you make your way up. You find some boxes that you can climb up on, like an old dumpster that's off to the side, and make your way up onto the roof. Karis, what are you doing?
I don't know. I honestly, I might go and say hi and catch up with some of the, people downstairs or hanging out at the arena. But I think I would also go into like Rotted and Carter's room and just sit there for a little bit.
Oh.
Okay. So you head downstairs, chat with some of the ladies who work there, see the kids. They all give you a big hug when they see you, and they wish you luck on your fight, and are excited for you, and they're very like motivating. They're like, we believe in you. You can do this.
Yay!
And you're able to go and just kind of sit in the room for a little bit too, and kind of sit in the quiet.
Yeah, maybe like I don't know how much stuff Rodden has, but maybe like even look through his stuff a little bit.
Sure, give me an investigation roll.
Sure.
His sweatshirt still smells like him.
She was more thinking like, does he have any like holes in his clothes that I can fix while he's not here?
Oh.
Like a surprise. I got a 20.
Got 20. Okay. So you begin to look around, and I mean, there's some of his clothes, and most of it's been upkept pretty well. You've been good about keeping his clothes nice, making sure they're good, and then finding new ones for him when he needs them.
Yes.
He's got the top bunk, and you kind of look around up there and make sure his like blankets are good and his sheets are good. And as you're checking that, you find a little piece of paper kind of tucked into the side of the mattress, between the wall and the mattress there.
Piece of paper? Ooh,
Yep, it's
what is
folded
it?
up. And
Is it a picture?
you unfold it, and it's like this so drawn picture, but it looks like a picture of you. It's got the reddish hair, and um, it's got the earrings, so you can kind of tell that it's a picture of you from what you can see.
You said it's a so picture.
I mean, it's not like professionally drawn, but it's like it's recognizable that it's you. It's not horribly drawn.
Ah. Aw.
So quick plug from Arky Gaming. If you follow, you could get into our contest to be drawn even better.
There you go. Boom.
Oh my gosh.
Segue.
Ah.
Yep.
So she probably like looks at it like, huh? And then she just kind of like turns it over to see if there's anything on the back.
There's not really anything else on the back. It just is like this old piece of paper that has this drawing on it.
Do I know does he ever draw anything? Do I ever watch? Like, does he ever draw anything?
He's drawn a few things from time to time. You don't see it much though.
Oh, okay. So I'll just be like, that's pretty good.
Yeah. You can tell like he's worked on this for a while too. There's lots of like drawn over lines and some erasings and
Oh my god.
something that he's done for a while.
I don't really know how I think things don't click with her very much, so I think she'd just be like, that's pretty good. Maybe he's gonna draw one of himself later. And she kind of like puts it back carefully.
Okay.
But maybe her face is a little redder than normal, but she doesn't even realize it. She puts it back.
And you just kind of sit in the quiet for a little bit. And Brendan, you're up on the roof, looking out. It's afternoon right now, so it's still bright out, but you hang out for a while and just kind of sit and look out over what you can see of the city, kind of out in the direction towards the more wooded area. You're near the edge of the more populated part of the city, so you can look out and see a bit more of the outskirt area that is more overgrown and wild, and you just sit there and just reflect over kind of the events that's coming, and you start feeling your heartbeat again. Just that thudding, you can feel it in you more and more.
Yeah, he kind of closes his eyes and focusing on that heartbeat and focusing on the imagery from his like dreams of the woman in the moonbeam. He just kind of starts quietly to himself saying a little prayer. His form of prayer, I guess, because he's not really sure kind of what's going on, but he just he closes his eyes and I'm not sure if you can hear me. I know you're watching over me or in me or around. I don't know how this works, but whatever you need me to do, I hope part of it is to protect Karis and to help these people here. And apparently this fight, I guess, just I say Samo and Karis tonight. If you can use me to help them at all, this is sort of keeping the darkness out. Really use your help tonight.
And that heartbeat just continues. You feel it like slow to a calm resting heart rate, and it's been a lot different than what you were feeling earlier, where it's this like nervous, anxious, rapid pace of a heartbeat, but it's calm to a resting one, and you just kind of sit and feel the breeze blow against you, and your eyes are closed, and you just feel this kind of peace wash over you. And I think that's a good spot to take a break. So we're gonna take a break. We're gonna do like a 10-minute break, and then we'll be right back here. So go ahead, use the bathroom, get some snacks, whatever you need to do, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. So see you guys then.
Awesome.
All right, everybody, we are back. We are back. Thanks to everybody who decided to come in and watch the live stream. We appreciate you, and thanks for everybody who's watching this on YouTube right now. We appreciate you too, and we're glad you're here and catching up on the stream. So thanks again. We appreciate all of you, and yeah, we hope you continue to enjoy this adventure as it goes on. So let's jump back into it. It is the afternoon, and you guys are getting ready for your fight. Renan was up on the roof, kind of relaxing, and Karis was hanging out in Rodden and Carter's room. And eventually, James shows up, and he has Gregor with him. And Samo comes and grabs both of you too, and he's like, "Okay, we're gonna head over to the Mighty Strike for the fight tonight. You guys ready?"
Yeah.
The fight's not here?
No, it's not here.
I'm so excited to see another arena. I've never seen one before. It's gonna be awesome.
You see a bit of a more serious, concentrated Renan than the nervous one you guys saw this morning.
Nice. Yeah, I have like my hair up in like a high ponytail, and I like have more like clothes I could fight in. I can move
do you
around
have,
and
like, a hair thing? What do you call them? A little like what do you do to put your hair
I
up?
call them hair things. I give you like an extra one I have.
Yeah. And Renan kind of like takes his hair and tries to put it like at least in some sort of a not really knot, but I don't know what you call it, ponytail, I guess, behind. That's why it's like not in his face.
Does it look acceptable?
You tell me. Could fix it. I'll let you.
Yeah, if it looks a little messy, she'll like make it look good.
Okay.
Or you can just tell him to like put it back down and be like, no, we're not doing that.
No,
Does it look
no,
okay? Does it look intimidating?
tough. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Okay. Beanie off, beanie on. What do you think?
No beanie. Beanie's more cool than that.
No beanie. Yeah. Yeah, no beanie. He puts it in his pocket. Rubbing his ears a little bit, but okay. No, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, yeah.
So what are you guys taking with you to the Mighty Strike battle bar?
I'll just like I might have asked my dad beforehand, like, is stuff safe there? Like, should we leave stuff at the arena? Like, I'm like, should I take my cool phone?
And you're just like, you think you'll need it?
I don't know.
I mean, you don't want to break it, do you?
No. Okay, maybe I'll leave it. Maybe I'll hide it in my room.
Okay. So you go hide it in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, just your clothes you're taking. That's it?
I think so. I don't even think I really have much else
Okay.
that I would take.
Renan?
Do they allow weapons there?
Weapons are not
Or
allowed to be part of the fight. So.
But do they allow weapons in the building?
I mean, you could have one in the building. It's just you're gonna get some looks.
Is it weird? Like asking Samo, like, is it weird?
You talking about your katana thing?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks cooler if I have it on, right?
You're gonna get some looks. I mean,
Intimidating looks, or like, oh, he's a threat look?
I mean, they're gonna make you take it off for the fight, so it's gonna be put somewhere.
Yeah, do you want to like hide it in my room?
Okay, I just thought it'd look cool if I walked in wearing a katana. But yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, I'll just leave it here.
I think you being an elf is already gonna make you stand out enough. So.
In the best
That's
way.
true.
Oh yeah, in a great way. It's not a bad thing. It's just.
Hey, no, I get it. Alright, cool. Yeah, of course. He's actually gonna slip the cell phone into his boot, though. He's not leaving it here.
Okay. So you have your phone on you, leave the katana, and you guys begin your journey over towards the Mighty Strike. It's a long walk. I mean, this is quite a walk to get here. It's one of the farther away bars that they have, and yours is like on the outskirts of town too. So you got to walk really, really kind of a good distance to get to the center of town more where this is.
What's James's mood today now that a day's kind of gone by since everything went down?
He's pretty calm. He's actually going to talk to you guys on the way over, so.
Oh, okay, cool.
He kind of walks over to you two and just gives you both kind of a. He kind of puts his arms around each of you on your shoulders, and as you guys walk, he's just like, "So you two ready for this? You ready to
Totally ready.
to impress everybody, to win some fights?
Yep.
We really need you two to come through."
Yeah, Mr. James, sir, you're, yeah, not a problem, Mr. Owner, sir. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I mean, I heard good things about your training, especially you, Karis. I heard you've been really coming up after your dad, just like he was when he was younger.
Yep.
So
I'm from the best. Got good blood in me. I'm ready to go and do this.
wonderful, wonderful. I'm glad to hear it.
Mhm.
Because you guys are the main event.
Huh? We're the main event?
Yeah, I talked to Bev over at the Mighty Strike. She's the one who runs it, and she agreed that since it's such a different thing to have two fighters face each other, that your dad will go up first, and then Gregor will be the second fight, and you two will be the third fight, and potentially the tiebreaker if it ends in a tie. We also agreed that if it's a tie, like, or if say someone wins the first two, whoever wins the last one basically wins the whole thing. So it's all gonna come down to you two. Just gonna say it right now.
Yeah, no pressure.
So I expect a big win from you two.
Yeah, I work best under pressure.
Really smart deal, Mr. James, for new fighters. Totally genius idea.
And you feel him kind of squeeze your shoulder with his hand, and he's just like, "Don't let me down, Renan."
Try not to, sir. Super intimidated by this guy.
Really don't want any failure tonight. And
I eat failure for breakfast.
he'll walk away and say, "Good, we're expecting a big win." And he walks up towards Gregor, and they start walking kind of ahead of the group, leading the way.
Jesus, that guy is super intimidating. Jeez, sorry.
Uh-huh. Yep. He does this before all fights. I've seen him do it to my dad all the time.
Yeah. Anyways, we got this. Just we'll focus on what we learned in training. We're together as a team. We can do this.
Yeah. And no matter what, we're gonna win. Even if we lose. You know why? Because... What? You go first.
I was just gonna say whatever you were gonna say. I don't know.
Because we have this super cool power stuff that's gonna wow an entire crowd, and more people are gonna want to come see us. It's gonna make bank.
I think the color that was in his face just drained. You want me to fight again after this?
Oh,
This is a
no.
one-time thing.
No. I'm mostly talking about me.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, because y'all don't need me after this, right? I'm not a fighter.
I don't know. I guess it depends on when we find Rod and Carter.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
just focus on today. We're just gonna focus on today.
Focus on tonight. Yeah. We'll worry about tomorrow later.
Yeah.
So you guys keep walking. Samo is going to come up to you guys and just kind of be like, "You guys ready? We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to win. I believe in you too. You guys can do this. You had a good afternoon training. you have this. You could do this.
Yeah.
Just to warn you, the Mighty Strike is a bit different than the Iron Fist is and how the environment is. It's pretty rowdy. People get a little crazy, and they have a lot of loud music playing. It's definitely a loud place. The fight happens outside, out on their back area, and
Oh.
What?
there's just kind of like a carpet that they lay down, and everyone crowds around it, and you get in the middle with the fighters and go until someone drops. So
Samo, sir, you didn't say it's gonna be outside.
why does that matter?
Points to his ears. Not remember what I told you about the moon?
Oh yeah.
What?
Intimidation factor, right?
You see his eyes are just growing wide. Like, what have I just gotten into?
Why are you
Hey.
freaking out? What, are you scared of? Are you scared of outside? We've been walking around outside like all day yesterday.
Looks over at Kara, is just like, Kara's, I stand out in the moon. It's not gonna like show people.
Huh? What do you mean?
Guess you'll see. Just looks pretty preoccupied the rest of the way that they're walking.
Is it cloudy outside, Mark? As we're walking?
It's just partly cloudy. It's not too bad.
He's got his hood up at the moment.
Aww. She'll probably go like link her arm through his and be like, hey, it's okay. I don't know why this is a bad thing, but I'm sure it'll be fine. What's wrong? Why don't you you stand out in the moon? Do you like hover? I can't think of anything that'd make you stand out.
Do I hover? No, I don't. I know that'd be kind of cool actually.
Yeah.
I have my own markings, and he kind of says it like in a disgusting way. That make me stand out in the moon.
On your face?
Like all over.
Whoa, that's awesome. We'll be like twins. Fighting with like the same thing. That's going to be actually pretty cool.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Kara's like doesn't really know what to do. Normally it seems to pump up. He just seems really sad now, so she's kind of like biting her lip like, oh.
Okay. And you see like kind of that face that Mithron will put on every so often. He did it with Shaw at the last time. Like this like fake smile. I don't know if Kara's would pick up on that or not, but he just goes, but hey, it's not about me tonight. It's about helping you guys. So worry about that later.
Okay.
Let's do this, partner.
Yeah. Okay.
Shield and dagger, lightning and thunder, moon and
that's a good one
sun.
too. Yeah.
You are informed by Samo as you go that when you get there you're gonna. It's a long walk, so you're gonna get some time to get there, and then you're gonna eat some food and just kind of get ready. And about an hour after that, you're gonna actually have the fights. And then after the fights, it's the long walk back.
So Mark, the people that were fighting, I've seen them fight before, right?
Yes.
What do I remember about them and how they fight? Kind of so I can potentially talk to Ron about it on the way over.
Okay. So Ansaldo, he's more of a quick fighter. He mixes in like punches and kicks too in his fighting.
Okay.
Cameron is more of a strength fighter where he'll come in and hit you hard. Basically, he's not quick, but he's very powerful.
Okay. So she'll tell you, like, those two things.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know who would be good to take, or if maybe we're just going to be all over the place. But I'm going to try mostly to be able to get people with my magic, because my punches are okay, but I don't know if they have enough to, like, be a knockout hit. But I know magic would be, so.
You can try and keep ranged. That one magic you did, the ray thing?
Mm-hmm.
Can you do that at range?
Yeah.
Let me take a few punches first. Stay behind me and keep the ranged, and then maybe we can do enough damage and start moving in on the next one.
Well, and you heal too, so make sure, like, maybe you can heal yourself or be ready to heal me if I like go down, and you can maybe focus on defense potentially, unless you want to do like more punchy punch stuff.
I agree. I'll be defensive while you're ranged, and then we'll look for some opportunities.
Cool. But if you feel like throwing a punch, then do it.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's like feeling like he's gonna throw up the whole time.
Yeah, especially right now.
Oh no.
I'll be pretty distracted for a bit.
Yeah, so that's kind of our little strategy we made up.
Okay. So you make your way there. You get to that part of town, and you arrive at the Mighty Strike. The sun has begun to go down, and it's getting dark, and you're able to get some food in beforehand. They have some food that was packed for you guys, and you just kind of sit outside. There's some benches and some area out there, and you're able to relax for a bit and prepare yourself for the upcoming fight.
Awesome. More bloodstains.
Of course.
Perfect.
And it's just sitting there rotating, looking at everything.
So you arrive outside, and you guys get your food in, you get eating, and then about the time when the festivities are about to start, the people start showing up. You hear them turn on some music on the inside that just is like blaring out. I mean, it's this like loud, rapid pace with heavy guitar and drum in it, and there's some like screaming and singing in there that you can't really understand the words, but I mean they're just blasting some speakers inside the building, and you're outside by this little campfire waiting for your fight.
This is awesome. Wow. I wish we could play music in ours.
All this music? It's got a beat to it. I'll give you that much.
Mm-hmm.
Michael's loving it. Renan's not.
But the crowd begins to gather in. This whole area out in the back here, there's this carpet that's laid out, and yeah, once again, there's bloodstains on it. But they picked a dark color carpet, so the bloodstains don't stand out as much.
That's really smart. That's a good move there. Yeah. Y'all need to paint the floor red.
What?
You just paint the whole floor red? It just blend in.
I guess.
Instead of a carpet? Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
An idea. Yeah.
But the outside of this building is just like clearly decorated to be intimidating. There's these like spiked pieces of wood that are pointing out from the edge of this building, and I mean it's pretty rough looking place. And people start coming out with glasses of different alcohol, and they're all getting really rowdy, and some are dancing to the music, and it gets pretty rowdy here.
Is there any mosh pits?
It's not so much a mosh pit.
I'm just kidding.
There's like 2 people trying to do a mosh
Just start one.
Just the 2 of them, yeah.
But James has gone off to speak with Bev, the owner, and Gregor follows him because he's the bodyguard guy. So he goes inside and is talking to her, and you're left outside with Samo. And he just says, okay, I understand it's loud, it's crazy, it's going to get wild, but you guys got this. You guys did some good training this afternoon. I believe in you, okay?
Right now, Karis looks way more pumped than anything. Like, she's looking around at everything, and, like, the music, she was, like, tapping her foot, too, and, like, kind of bobbing her head.
Yeah.
She seems like she's having fun right now.
But yeah, it gets more and more packed. People are crowding around that whole area outside. And there's some people who actually see you guys sitting out there waiting. And there's some people who are like pointing like, "You're gonna get killed! You're dead!" Like yelling at you as the crowd kind of
just
gets
goes
more into it.
wide-eyed looking at him.
Like, Mighty Strike rules! And just like, it's crazy. It gets pretty crazy there. But eventually...
She'll take cues from her dad right now. I don't know.
Your dad's just sitting there kind of quiet. Just warming up by the fire and stretching up a little bit too.
He's like has his hands in his pockets, the hood up, and just kind of looking around at the different people. Are they all human?
You look around.
Everyone's human here, right?
Give me a perception roll.
+2. +1. 16.
16. You look around. You only see humans. But eventually James comes out and he takes a big gulp of some liquid and puts it down on the ground and is like, "Okay, you guys ready? It's time to go."
Yeah. Let's do it.
You're up first, Samo. Get ready. You've got this.
Yeah. You got this, Dad.
And he stands up ready to go, and the owner of the bar, Bev, takes kind of the center of the carpet, and everyone's crowded around, gathered in close, and she's just like, "All right, everybody, here's how it's gonna be. We have the Iron Fist here we're hosting, and we're gonna get crazy tonight. It's gonna get wild. We're gonna have some major fights this evening. We have a new fighting style that's gonna happen in the end too, where we have a 2-on-2 battle for the finale. So get ready for that." Yeah, people are getting rowdy. People are cheering.
Karis is also cheering. Hey, is she like older, younger? What does she look like?
She's a middle-aged woman. She's got her hair tied back too, and she looks down to business. She's got like leathers on. She's definitely like showing off some skin too for all the guys who are here. And I mean, she's pretty tough looking too. She looks like she can handle her own.
Okay.
She's just like, "Now I don't want to see anybody giving any issues. No one on the carpet but the fighters. And if anybody breaks anything of mine, you're paying for it. Now, first fight for the evening is gonna be from the Iron Fist, their former champion, Samo." And you got a few people like, "Yeah, Samo!"
Yeah!
And we have on our side from the Mighty Strike, our own nasty little creature, Bug! And this like short, stocky, round man shows up and just starts like pounding his fists. You got like all this like back hair coming out of his tank top he's wearing, and he just kind of marches into the center where your dad is. people are getting crowded in pretty close. So if you guys don't get close, it's gonna be hard to even see the fight. So
I'm gonna try to, yeah.
okay, so you kind of do what you can to stand near the outskirts the best you can and see in. And I mean it's pretty packed, but you can kind of like stand up on some old broken furniture that's out there and kind of hesitantly stand on in there as it like kind of shakes, but you find your balance a little bit, but you can see over the crowd enough to look in.
Cool.
But yeah, you stare in, your dad's in there, and he's kind of bouncing a little bit like he was for you earlier and getting ready to go, and Bug is in there just kind of like stomping around, just punching his fist, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna beat you up today. And your dad just looks ready, and they go in to start their fight, and Bev is just like, ready, begin! And the fight starts. Bug is in there.
Karis is just screaming along with the crowd, by the way. I mean, she's into this.
Bug kind of like gets real low in a stance and just has his fists up ready to go, and your dad kind of begins to bounce around trying to get like a good angle, and he takes a swing in there, and Bug just deflects it with his arm real quick, and all of a sudden he goes in and bam, bam, 2 shots to his stomach, and your dad kind of bounces back a little bit and steps back a little bit, and I was like, oh, look at that, Bug, kill him, Bug. Your dad recovers a little bit, and he goes in for a big swing towards his head, and Bug just dodges out of the way, and again, just boom, another one right to the chest.
Recover, Sir Sammo.
Everyone just like, Bug, 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 Bug. Everyone just starts chanting his name as he's going. Your dad looks like he's definitely outmatched by this guy. This guy clearly is a higher level fighter than he is right now. And your dad is already looking a little staggered, but he goes in for a couple more punches, and he gets one good connection in on his face, and the guy just kind of like shakes for a second his head, and doesn't even look like it phased him that much. Just kind of spits on the ground, and then bam, punch right to his face of your dad, and he just goes limp and falls backwards onto the ground, and everyone just erupts like, Bug, 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 as your dad's just lying there unconscious on the ground. They cart him off towards the side and drag him towards the fire just to kind of come to his senses. And James is off standing to the side just watching, and just has his hand up out the bridge of his nose and just kind of like, oh man.
Yeah. I might run over there.
Okay. Yeah, and you're able to get to him pretty easily. I mean, no one's out by that fire. Mm-hmm. They're all crowded around the fighting area. But your dad starts to come to, and he's got a little bit of blood trickling down his nose. And just like, oh. Takes him a second to even realize where he's at.
You got in a really good punch, Dad.
What?
Oh no. Does he look like he... Here, I guess I'll just kind of like shove some water in his hands, or like kind of tap his face a little bit.
Yeah.
Insults.
That guy was... Yeah, it was pretty good.
You did good, though.
Yeah, thanks, Karis. Did you fight yet?
No.
Okay, good. I want to miss that. And you just kind of like sitting for a little bit out by the fire, drinking some water and nursing his wound.
Rest up for a while. You got time. There's still another match before we go on.
Speaking of the next match, Bev comes back out to the center and just like, all right, what an opening match. Get ready, though, for our second match. Both Battle Bars champions facing off. Quite a battle here. We have the Iron Fist's Great Gregor And everyone's just like, oh, Gregor, yeah! He's even got kind of a name for himself, it sounds like, in this crew. Like, people are like, Gregor's pretty cool. He's pretty tough.
Yeah.
And then Bev says, but we'll see if he is any match for our champion, Viper. And in comes this, like, kind of, he's, like, super skinny and, like, just ripped. Like, there's not any fat on this guy. He's you can see, like, every kind of ridge in his veins, in his arms, and he comes out and he's got a completely shaved head, and he steps in to the fighting area, and he's bouncing around, just, like, pumping his fists in the air, and everyone's like, Viper! Take him down! So Bev gets in there and says, oh, right, here we go. Fight! And they start fighting each other. Viper comes around quick, and he goes for some quick hits, and he spins around and goes for a kick to his head, too. And you watch as Gregor just, like, dodges one, dodges the other, and then catches his leg and just throws him back down. And Viper kind of throws his balance off a little bit. And at that point, Gregor just kind of, like, jumps up, like, for a Superman punch, just BAM! Just punches him right in the face. And Viper has to, like, catch himself on the ground from before going prone. And he rights himself, and he gets up and he starts bouncing near the edge of the pit. And he goes in for a couple more strikes, just real quick, just flurry punches towards Gregor. But once again, like, Gregor's deflecting them as fast as he can. Couple kind of get some slight purchase on him, but Gregor then just kind of goes and shoves him back towards the crowd, and people have to, like, move out of the way as he kind of shoves him back onto the pavement more, off the mat a little bit, and starts punching him as he goes. And some people who couldn't get out of the way fast enough have to, like, catch them in mid shove and kind of throw them back into the pit. And they kind of right themselves a little bit, and Viper goes in for a couple more punches, swinging a little bit, and punches Gregor in the face once, and then goes again, punches him again in the face, and then goes for a body blow and gets another good punch in on him. And Gregor, he looks a little staggered from this, but he steps up and just BAM! 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 Uppercut to the face, and you watch as Viper falls backwards onto the ground, unconscious. And Gregor raises his fist in the air, and everyone's like, oh, man, did you see that? And you see James have a bit of a smile on his face when he sees that happen.
Cool.
And looks terrified. And like, how do people enjoy this?
Hey, quick question, Mark.
Yes.
So this little red carpet is the pit, right?
Yeah.
So if they're around, that's basically the room they have. They can't really leave the boundary as much.
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, it looks like the crowd just, like, shoved back in the people when they tried to leave it, too. Like, where they were leaving it, so.
Sure, okay.
Bev steps in as they drag off Viper back into the bar to nurse his wounds, too. And Gregor steps out and walks towards James, and Bev says, what a fight, what a fight. There we have it, 1 win each. But this fight, this upcoming fight, is for everything. We have 2 brand new combatants coming in to fight today against 2 of our young upcoming stars. Everybody, give it up for the new 2 known as Karis and Renan. Everyone's like, yeah, yeah.
What? You're right.
As you 2 have, like, a little bit of a path open up for you to get into the pit. And
Okay. So you might see it, like, Ren might see her look a little nervous for just a second, and then immediately she just, like, puts on this swagger, and she just walks out, like, full confidence that she's trying. like trying to imitate what she's seen most of her life, right in the middle of the arena, no hesitation.
Ren kind of takes a look, and when she looks back at him, he has this full face of confidence, like, we got this. And the second she looks away, she just goes pale again, and he's like, oh god. And as she walks to the ring, he's kind of like looking back for a second, as if thinking about just running away, especially with how dark it is. But he takes a breath, he steels himself, and he slowly, like really nervously looking around at the whole crowd, just walks in and will take off his jacket and throw it out of the ring, leaving the tank top, no beanie, hair back, ready to go.
Yeah, I basically have like leggings and like a cropped like sports bra type thing, so like you can see full on like the hints of her markings as well as they walk in to the arena. I don't know where we're supposed to stand, Mark.
Yeah, just stand on one side together. And,
okay.
You got stares from everybody. You come like, Karis, you come walking in first, and people are just like staring at you like, what is this? And you probably figure a lot of this is because you're the only girl who's fought in the league that you are aware of.
Oh.
Like, there's no other girls in the league. You're the only one. And people are like, what? And they're like quizzically looking at each other, trying to figure out what's even happening. Like, is this for real right now? Kind of stuff.
Some practical joke.
And then behind you, just shortly after that, comes Renan, and he removes his coat, and all of a sudden, just like in the darkness, the moonlight catches his skin, and you watch as just these white lines begin to appear all over his body and up to his face and his arms, and they just start having this faint glow, and everyone's just like, what? And just everyone's in shock seeing you two enter in. Like, you are the biggest group of oddballs they've ever seen.
So Karis's jaw just drops as she sees Ren, and as he comes to stand next to her, she's like, that is cool.
Yeah, cool. And he's kind of doing that, like when you're have your arms together, kind of nervously trying to like make yourself as small as possible. Just kind of looking around at like all the stairs.
Hey, confidence! Come on, you're tough. We're gonna beat these guys.
Got this.
Yeah. Dagger and shield.
And thunder. And he puts his fist out.
Yeah.
So as you guys kind of talk to yourself, whisper to yourselves with the crowd, Bev says, all right, and now, from our mighty strike, we have Ansaldo and Cameron. Everyone's like, yeah! And in walks these two guys who they take their spot opposite you, and they're pretty rough looking individuals. They both, again, a lot of kind of like that leather look on them, and you get a sense that they're almost like wannabe Skull Crusher type looks. Like, it's kind of what you kind of get a feel for. They want to look really tough, but you got like the bigger guy who you know to be Cameron. He's the big, tough, powerful, strong guy. He's on the left there with the blue, and you got the smaller, more quick Ansaldo who's on the right there, and they're both standing there, kind of like getting high fives from the crowd, and everyone's just like, destroy them! Take them down! Yes! Mighty strike! And they're all cheering and yelling, and it gets pretty crazy. As this is the finale right here. This is for everything. Whoever wins this is the champion
Gulp.
of the night.
Karis is not as nervous, but Rachel is so nervous. I want to win!
So, Bev says, steps up again and gets the crowd to quiet down just enough for her to yell over them. She says, "All right, the way this fight is going to work is both combatants will fight at the same time. The last team standing wins. Both members of the team must go down, and when both are down, it's over. And that the remaining battle bars combatants, they will win the point for their team and win the evening." And everyone's like, "Yeah!" Bev kind of looks to you two. She's like, "You two ready?"
Ready.
She motions over to Ansaldo and Cameron. They both nod and kind of smack their fists a little bit. And
Kara smacks her fist a little bit.
and they both glare at you. And you guys ready for this? Let's roll initiative.
Let's do it.
No. Oh no.
22.
22, nice.
4.
4, okay.
My God.
All right. So, Bev raises her hand and says, "Ready, begin!" And Karis, you get to go first.
What?
Yes. Okay. So she's they're pretty, especially that Cameron guy, he's pretty big.
He's
So
a big guy,
Karis isn't gonna waste any time. She's immediately going for Ray of Frost on we'll say Cameron. She stands where she is and she stretches out her hand like she's doing a fist punch. If that makes sense. But from far away for the Ray of Frost to try and hit him.
Okay.
And kind of makes a little bit of a show of it too, if that makes sense.
Sure.
But yeah, so
Go for it.
rolling ranged attack. Oh, I got a 20. I'm not
Oh,
lying.
man.
Yes. Let's go.
Nice.
So double damage.
No.
Yeah, you'll roll the die twice. So
Okay. 5,
Nice.
8.
so 8 total, or
No, no, I got a 5 and an 8.
oh, so 13 total.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. So yeah, you just start this fight off by you're eager, you're ready to go, and you quickly do your hand motions and just fly your fist forward, and all of a sudden this black energy kind of circulates around your hands as it's coming forward and just shoots out as you watch just this black arc of what you have to think is frost just fly through the air and collide in, you said Cameron, right?
Yep.
Into Cameron's chest, and he just gets thrown back into the crowd. They kind of catch him, and they're just covering his whole chest and going up through his neck and kind of up his cheeks a little bit. It's just this frost covering him, and everyone's just like, "Oh!" when that happens, just absolute shock about. They were trying to figure out what they just saw.
Yes! Oh!
Absolutely insane.
Oh!
Yeah. Anything else you want to do?
I think I'm okay for now. Besides that, I'll just kind of pose.
Okay.
Kind of put in a relaxed stance, just kind of yeah.
All right. Everyone just is kind of in shock at what they just saw, but yeah, their jaws dropped. Whatever just happened. And Saldo's next. He sees that happen, and he just kind of looks in shock towards Cameron quick, and he decides then to just charge you. And
Makes sense.
he goes in, and he comes in with a couple punches towards you real quick. So
Yeah.
First attack is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, I can't even use
Jeez.
shield for that.
Okay, so that's 3 damage right there.
Okay.
And he comes around again for a second
Ooh.
punch. And that's 11 to hit, so I think that hits right.
No, it doesn't.
11 doesn't hit you?
Nice.
No, I have 12.
Oh, nice. So you just dodge out of the way from a second punch, and he misses you.
Oof.
But he's right in your face now, looking like he's ready to go.
Okay.
Cameron then rights himself, and he's like, what? Gets up and he goes in and he charges in towards you, Renan. So first swing is going to be a 22 to hit.
Not quite, but yeah, we'll take it.
Okay.
That
You
hits.
take 4 damage from that.
Jeez.
And the second attack, you rolled a 2 on the die, so that's going to be a miss, I'm sure.
Yeah, Renan's just like flailing back, probably going into the crowd a little bit just to get out of the way of the hit.
So he comes in swinging one, just powerful hit to you. But the second one, he just whiffs right over your head as you kind of crumple down a little bit from the first hit. You're up, Brennan.
Yeah, run.
Lightning and thunder! He just yells it, and he goes for he's gonna try and go for a uppercut on Cameron.
Go for it.
Yes.
See what happens. 10 plus 3, 13.
That is a hit.
Yes.
Wow.
Get up.
So this is just 2 points of damage. That's my unarmed strike.
There you go, 2 points of
Strength,
damage.
1 and
Yeah,
1.
you give a good solid punch to him.
And can't really move or do anything. So yeah, I guess that's his turn.
All right.
And it just steals his face and puts his arms up in a defensive position.
Okay.
We got this, Garrus.
Garrus, you're up.
Okay, so I can't do a ranged attack like this, correct?
You can, just is at disadvantage.
Okay, so like let's say I moved over to this square right here,
Yep.
and then I aimed at Cameron.
I mean, you can do that, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that.
He has an opportunity attack, though. He takes a swing at you.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I forgot about that.
He
Go
kind of
for it.
sees you step away and goes in for a quick punch on you.
Sure.
You roll the 1, so you just too quick.
Just dodge out.
He last second sees you get out of the way and just takes a big old whip towards you, but misses.
Cool. Okay. Back to Ray of Frost at him again.
All right, roll your attack.
Nice.
21.
21 hits. Go ahead, roll your damage.
Dang.
1
Right.
damage.
1 damage. Okay.
Wow.
So it just kind of like nicks off his shoulder a little bit and gets a little bit of his neck again, and just he shakes it off, and everyone's like, "What is going on?" Ah!
You know how sometimes when people are like performing and they like put both hands out, like, "What's up?" Like that's basically what she's doing. Like
All right.
she is like making a big show out of it.
give me a performance
All right.
check.
Performance?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that would just be pure charisma. I got a 1, so I got
Okay.
a 4 total.
So they're not really paying attention to your like showboating. They're more paying attention to just like the crazy things that are happening
Like what
right
the heck
now.
is happening? Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. And so all those turn. He turns to go and target you, Karis. And
Rotating.
he goes in and he goes for like a roundhouse kick towards you.
Ooh.
That's a 19 to hit.
Oh, dang. Wait, hold on. What's 5 plus 7 is...
12.
Wait. No, wait. I did the math wrong. It's not going to work anyway. I'm not doing math very well. But I can't use shield is what I was trying to calculate.
Okay. So you take,
Because, yeah.
you take
Okay.
3 damage
Yeah, so-
from that.
How much?
3
3. Okay.
from his kick.
I'm still up.
And he goes for another one, and that's only going to be an 8 to hit this time.
Nope.
So he swings around with one kick, gets you good, and then he goes for a punch, but he just kind of was thrown off balance a little bit from his kick and misses you on that second punch.
Sure.
But Cameron, he steps up on you, Mithranon, and he He comes in. He's looking for 2 big punches on you right now. He's going in for some solid swings. The first one, he got a 12 to hit. So that hits you, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
that hits.
that's 4 damage.
Ugh.
Still up?
Yep.
Alright, here he goes for the second swing. That is a 10. Oh, man.
Oh, that's my armor class.
No!
Just
Is that
got
another 4?
Another 4 damage.
You down?
Renan goes, yes, this is so
Oh no!
Oh, no!
Oh.
He
flat
crumbles
on the ground.
onto the ground.
No
Alright.
healing from me. No.
Karis, your turn.
Okay, she'll look over and be like, "Oh, dang it!" And then she'll do another attack at Cameron.
Go for it.
Okay, 22.
That'll hit.
Dang.
4.
4 damage. You fire off another punch with this like black cold ray that flies from your hand, and it goes and it smacks him again right in the jaw, and he just has this coldness go up his face as he falls backwards unconscious.
Yes!
Nice.
And I'll like
So am I
turn
able to make a death saving throws to try and like cover or no?
Oh, sure. Give me a death saving throw.
I get a natural 20.
You could get a natural 20. Yep.
14.
Okay. That's 1 success.
you won't die here. But Karis afterwards she turns to what's his name? Antonio?
Ansaldo.
Ansaldo. She'll be like, "You want
Close.
some now?"
And just bring it on, girl. He's gonna go for a couple punches on you now.
Sure.
10 to hit on the first one.
Nope.
And a 6. You rolled a 2 on that one.
Nice.
So you just dodge out of the way as 2 more punches come in, and people are just like, "Oh, who's this Karis? What?"
Thank you. Okay.
It's your
That's my
turn,
turn?
Renan. Roll me a death save.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. 10.
Okay. Another success, but still not up. Karis, you're up.
Okay. So this time, since he's close to me and I can't really get him at a range right now, I will like bring out my fist like to like a looking like it's an uppercut, and then at the last second I'll like open up my palm and this black like the poison. I'm gonna do poison spray cantrip,
Okay.
Nice.
and so he has to roll a Constitution save.
All right. So yeah, you just release this blackness all over him. Constitution save. Let's see what he's gonna get. 8.
No, he fails.
He fails.
Nice.
I gotta roll a d12 for damage.
All right.
5.
All right. Nice. So yeah, he's just
Dang.
like as this stuff gets this black substance just like covers him. He kind of rights himself like, "What is going on?" His turn next. He's going in for another couple punches on you. The first one is a 14.
Okay, I will use shield for this.
All right, so you
Nice.
see him coming in with this punch, and it's gonna connect. And just like you kind of close your eyes, bracing for it, and just like move your hand as much as you can, and suddenly, like you don't feel the impact. You look up, and there's just this like black energy that's kind of like emitting from your shoulder that it was coming in towards, and it has his hand grabbed, like it caught his hand. It just kind of thrusts it back, and everyone's just like, "Whoa, what is that?" He goes in for his second punch, and this is a 15, which I think is still with your AC with
It
the
still
shield.
does not hit.
So
It
with
goes
the
all
second
way-
punch, and just the
Nice.
shadow like sweeps around and catches the other hand as well, and just like he gets thrown back, and he's just looking like in shock at what's going on,
Sick.
and everyone's just like, "What? What is this? Who is this girl?" It's getting crazy now. Renan, give me a death save.
Save number 3. 8. No.
Okay, 1 fail.
Why?
Karis, you're up.
Okay. We'll try the poison spray again. Same thing.
All
Bring
right.
it back around.
Constitution saving throw for him.
Yep.
That's an 11.
Still does not make it.
All right.
Nice.
9 this time.
Whoa. So yeah, he's just like kind of like wiping it off him as fast as he can. It's just like stinging him, and you can tell he's in a lot of pain. And he's just kind of spinning around and rights himself again. He just glares at you as he's gonna go in for another couple kicks on you.
Sounds good.
He's gonna swing up for a kick towards your head. 12 to hit.
Yes. I'll just do shield again.
All right, you do another shield. This black shadowiness
Jeez.
just is like continuing to defend you, and just smacks his leg out of the air as it comes in, and everyone's just like, "What is going on here?" Just
I
yelling.
can't. The mic's cutting out when you're screaming.
Everyone's like, "What's going on here?" Ah! Just screaming. It's getting crazy. Second strike is a 15, which again you block, right?
Oh, cool.
So he comes in for another punch and just gets blocked again by this like black energy that just like swoops out like a couple of wings from behind towards him and just smack his hand up into the air, and he kind of gets thrown back and just is staggered, like standing there like, how can I not hit this girl? What's this defending her? Renan, give me another death save.
15.
All right, so you're just stable now.
No 20.
No 20. But Karis, it's your turn.
Okay, we're gonna go for poison spray one more time.
All right, here we go. Constitution saving throw. You got a 16 this time.
Okay, this time it doesn't do anything. Like, it'll still go out, but he kind of resists it a little
So
more.
this spray of black energy just kind of like coats the carpet as he just kind of covers his face just enough and covers his skin as it sprays the back of his clothes, but he just is fine from it. All right, it's his turn again. He again goes for another punch. He rolled a 1.
Yes.
And just he's whipping. He's clearly not doing so good from all the stuff that you've been spraying at him, whatever that is. And he rolls a 9 on the second one. My goodness.
Yes.
And he's just kind of out of breath, just like. It's your turn, Karis.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna try Ray of Frost at disadvantage this time.
Go for it.
Okay, so the first roll is an 11, and the second roll is higher. So does an 11 hit?
11 misses.
Okay.
He dodges
Dang
out
it.
of the way of this one, and he just is like, "I'm gonna finish you now, girl. None of this weird sludge you're throwing at me." And goes in for. Does a 12 hit you?
Yes. I don't
Alright.
have any more spells.
3 damage.
Oh, no.
All right, we're at 1 hit point.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Second hit. That is an 11. You rolled a 7 on the die plus 4.
Oh.
Doesn't hit.
He misses. He whips with his second one as he's still just holding on.
So glad Ren is unconscious for this.
Karis, your turn.
Okay, she's probably breathing really heavy. He's like really staggered, but there's no blood.
Yeah, there's no blood coming from you.
Nothing at all. We'll try Ray of Frost, or we'll try poison spray again.
All right,
one more
another
time.
poison spray. Constitution saving throw. He rolled a 10.
Yes!
Nice.
A 1. Come on.
Oh, he's still up.
No.
Oh my
Just
God.
holding on. Just holding on here.
Are we gonna both knock each other out at the same time?
It is his turn. He goes in for another punch. The first one is an 8 to hit,
Nope.
and the second one is a 19 to hit.
Oh, no.
So that's 3 damage there.
Okay, so now I have Strength of the Grave.
Yes.
What?
So I have to roll a DC 5 plus damage taken, make a charisma saving throw.
Whoa.
So 5 plus 3, so 8.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, I rolled 18 on the die. Definitely made it.
Let's
Okay.
go, Gareth.
So this guy connects on you with his round kick. He kicks you right in the temple, and you begin to like go dark, and you're falling backwards to the ground, and you can see he's just like, yes! And all of a sudden, just this black energy catches you mid-fall, and you stop, and your eyes open up, and just like everything just is like black and white vision for you as you feel like this shadowy mist stuff cover your vision a little bit, and everything goes a bit darker as it lifts you back up to your feet, and you stand there, and you're still going, and he just like jaw drop just stares at you like, what just happened? And everyone just is silent around you, like the crowd is just like, the breath has been lost from them. It's your turn.
Okay, so as like I'm lifted up, I'm just sort of like, huh, whoa, and then I like kind of realize like where I am, and I look at him and then I'll just be like, guess you gotta hit harder than that, and then another poison spray.
All right,
one more
Constitution
time.
save. He rolled a 9.
Okay. 10.
Oh,
Oh my god.
so you just right yourself and unleash this black energy from your hand, and it just covers him, and he just falls on the ground backwards and just limp. Everyone just is like staring at what just happened. You're the only one standing there, and then everyone's just like, "Whoa, yeah, what? Ah!" And Bev just kind of like slowly walks in to like check on her fighters, and James runs in, and he just grabs you and picks you up and just like, yeah, we won! And everyone just is like, Karis, Karis, Karis!
Gareth.
Bev just starts looking around at the crowd like in shock, just like what just happened, and she can't believe that like they're chanting your name. Like, this is their turf, and they're chanting your name.
Yes! Oh, Karis is like beaming. She's so pumped. She's like on top of James' shoulder or whatever he's doing, and she's like, her arms are waving around. She's like, yeah! And stuff.
Renan, you start to like come to at this point. You look up and you see Karis just on James's shoulders with her hands in the air, and everyone's shouting like Karis, like chanting her name.
Rolls over on his back. Whoa, good job, Karis.
And
And probably at some point, if like she'll just be like, "Run too!" She's like pointing down at Ren, like, "He won too!" Like,
yeah, they are completely ignoring him right
aw.
now. They're just
No,
chanting Karis, Karis over and over and over and over.
And then I do some sparkles above my head.
All right, so shoot up this sparkle as it just rains down, and James just is like holding you up, just like, this girl, yeah, and just come see her at the Iron Fist. She'll be there, taking down everybody.
What's my dad doing?
Your dad, you kind of look over the crowd, and he's still sitting back by the fire, and he just is, he's just like looking over and kind of makes eye contact with you, and you can just see this kind of faint smile on his face.
Is it a like forced smile, or is it like he just got beat up and he's still really out of it?
Give me an insight roll.
Okay. 19.
Yeah, when you made eye contact, he wasn't smiling, and then all of a sudden you see this like kind of fake smile just like come on his face when he sees you make eye contact with him.
Okay. She's probably not quite so enthusiastic after that. But still very enthusiastic though. Like,
Yeah.
this is pretty awesome.
Yeah, people are still chanting your name, and Bev eventually stands up and she says, "And the winners tonight, the Iron Fist." And everyone's like still chanting, "Karis, Karis, Karis." But James eventually puts you down, and some people like rush in towards you, and they're like, "That was awesome, girl! How'd you do that? What is that?"
I don't know. I guess I was just born with it.
Bev kind of like goes up to James, and you can see her kind of like arguing with him.
Is it from far away?
I mean, you got people kind of crowded around you, but
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm probably like basking in it anyway, so.
they cart off Insaldo and Cameron a little bit to get themselves recovered, but people are just crowding around you, and just like, "That was so cool! What'd you do? What'd you get that? Like, what happened? You had some black energy catch you to prevent you from falling? What was that?"
I'm not sure. It just sort of happens.
And you're just getting swarmed by people right now. I mean, they're crowding in around you. Everyone's wanting your attention. Everyone's like shouting questions at you. They're all pressing in on you a little bit more and more, and it's probably a little claustrophobic, honestly.
It's probably overwhelming. Like, no one ever pays attention to her that much. Like, so yeah. She probably seems a little overwhelmed, like looking at everyone. Like, so she doesn't, like, she's still excited, but she doesn't even know really who to talk to or like who to answer. So yeah.
Brendan, what are you doing?
I was trying to decide that. Kara's enjoying being overwhelmed, or does she starting to look like overwhelmed? Like, is she enjoying the attention, or is she getting overwhelmed over there?
She probably, if it's like so many people all at once, I'm sure she's getting a little like, okay, like, but she doesn't really know what to do. Like, it looks like like I said, she's still smiling and stuff, and like still looks pretty high on adrenaline, but also like maybe backing up a little bit because there's so many people and stuff.
Yeah, Renan's probably getting up to his feet, kind of shaking his head a little bit. A big old goose egg bruise forming over one eye. But he's kind of walking over. He's like, "Okay, all right, that's enough questions for now." And he reaches out to your hand and says, "Your dad's waiting."
Some people are just like, "What's wrong with you, Glow Boy? Get out of here. Let's talk to the winner here."
Hey, he's the winner too. He's the winner too.
Kind of.
Yeah, he is.
Not really.
He was awesome.
Yeah, he really was awesome at falling to the ground.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, she'll just be like, "Oh, go ahead."
I was just gonna turn around and be like, "Hey, the winner and champion is Kara's here, but just one at a time, okay? Just back off a little bit, give her a little room."
So you eventually are able to kind of push your way through the crowd. Brennan, you're kind of leading the way, and Karis, you're following behind. You get to the outskirts and get to where your dad is, and people are still kind of like trying to get in there, but Gregor's out there, kind of like, "Hey, get back," keeping him in the fighting area.
I try to high-five Gregor as I walk past him. Does he give me a high five?
Give me a charisma check.
Okay. I got a 15.
So he just kind of like looks at you, like one eyebrow raised, and just gives you a very unenthusiastic high five, but he does give you one.
And then, as I'm walking back with Ren, I'll be like, "Hey, are you okay? You did really good."
I'm okay. You did great. It's all about you.
Oh no,
Gives her
it was a
like
team
weak
effort for
fist
sure.
punch.
I wouldn't have lasted that long if you hadn't been in there with me.
I didn't see much of that, so I think you did pretty good.
I think so, and also a really big blur.
Doing okay? He's kind of like looking at the crowds, trying to like going at her.
Yeah, it's a lot. I've never had like so many people try to talk to me at once before. Wow. Like, her eyes are still like really big. It looks like she has a lot of adrenaline, and like, maybe her hands are even kind of shaking with it a little bit, and she's just kind of looking all over. She probably has might be like holding her side or something that got punched because she's at 1 HP right now.
Yeah.
But and I guess you are too technically. So yeah, we're both like, oh.
Yeah. As he's like kind of putting his hand on your back to like push you towards Samo, and then he's kind of gonna help Gregor like hold back people until you're ready to talk, but he'll pump 3 HP into you.
Oh, thanks.
So there's just this faint glow that comes from your hand when you do that, and everyone's just like, Glow Boy's doing more!
Glow boy.
He just ignores them.
And Karen turns around and says, "See, just as cool." And then she walks over to her dad.
He puts his jacket on, covering all his markings, putting his hood up.
Yeah, so once you get covered up, like the markings fade from view. And Gregor, he like pushed through the crowd to go see James, but he comes back a little bit later. Your dad looks up to you, he's like, "Good job, Karis and Renan. That was great. You guys did it. Good work. You brought home a win for us."
Are you sure I did good? You didn't seem like that happy. Did I do a bad job?
No,
did I do bad defending or something?
You did really good. I mean, that was a tough fight. Those are some strong competitors, and you really did well. Good job.
Okay. She might like be looking at him.
But he's gonna start walking with you two away from the bar, and Gregor comes up and he's like, "James needs to talk about a dispute with Bev for a bit. She's disputing the result of the fight, but we're gonna head back, okay?"
Huh? Why?
She's just saying that we cheated, but James
That's
is saying
not cheating.
James is saying we didn't cheat, so I'm gonna stay with him, make sure he's okay. So Samo, you take these two back.
Okay.
And Samo nods, and he kind of slowly gets to his feet, and it's like, "Okay, guys, let's go." And begins to lead you away from the mighty strike.
Awesome.
And it's a good walk back. Samo's pretty quiet during it. But you guys make your way back in the dark. Probably not saying too much, but curious, you're feeling the excitement of the fight and the energy of the win, the crowd cheering your name, just kind of repeating in your head. You hear them chanting "Karis, Karis" over and over as you walk back. Renan, you're walking back, and you feel that the moonlight kind of casting its shadow over you from behind. And just you see your silhouette a little bit shadowed on the pavement as you walk, and you're filled with different thoughts. And Samo's walking a little bit ahead of you, just kind of limping as he goes. And as you're walking, Renan, you feel a buzz in your boot.
Okay. Yeah, he's like blinking his eye a little bit, but he puts the hood up a little bit more and reaches down and grabs the phone out of his boot.
And you look, and there's a little message that says, "I got a job for you two." And it's from Willis Shaw. And it says, "I got a job for you two.
Who said
Meet me at the tower tomorrow morning."
Samo's in front of us, right? Like
Yep.
not watching us.
Yeah, he's not watching you.
And I'll kind of like catch up to Kara's and nudge her a little bit and show her the message.
That. Yeah, I know. I like my phone too.
Eat it. Oh, that's right. Puts it away. And he kind of like stops her just so that like Samo keeps on walking until they're at ear distance. And he goes, Shaw just sent us a text message saying he has a job for us tomorrow in the morning.
A job? Forgot me.
Yes.
Text him to ask him if it's about Rodden. If you found Rodden. Please?
And he like, yeah, he does that like one finger at a time text while you're trying to go through the letters.
Yeah.
And he eventually asks like, who dis for? Like, is Rodden involved?
And you get back. Um, not this one. Need you because of people looking for Rodden.
Yeah, I'll tell Karis that. Like the job might help us find him.
Oh. Okay. Well, I think that should be fine. If he needs help.
You know, on your cell phone, I think there's a setting for it to like read aloud messages until we can teach how to read. We're gonna
Or you
do
can just
that,
read
you know.
them to me.
Yeah, but you owe me. I'm teaching how to read.
No, that's more work on your part. No, I'll get you like we'll figure something out. We'll figure. But I do owe you though. Thank you so much for thank you for fighting. I know you didn't want to. But you did really good.
You don't need to lie. It's fine.
No,
You
I really
did way
did.
better.
I mean, I did pretty good, I know. But you did really good too.
I'm glad I could help hold off a few punches so you could take them both down.
You got in a pretty good punch too.
And he kind of like is like rubbing his eyes. It's starting to swell, and like pump the last 2 of his HP into it to try and like at least so he can see, so it's not like puffing up too much. Oh man. Look, your dad's proud of you. You know that, right?
Yeah, I think he is. I don't know what's wrong with him. I'm gonna have to talk with him when we get home.
He's proud of you. It's just hard to see his daughter follow his footsteps.
I don't know why it'd be that hard. I mean, he was awesome.
He's hoping for a better future for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is going to be it. Keep winning. We'll be like rolling in cash.
And I'll be ringside to watch you fight anytime you want.
There we go. Yeah, but thanks for real. I can't wait to tell Rodden about this. He's gonna go, like, once we save him, I'm gonna tell him, like, blow by blow, everything that happened. He's gonna go crazy.
Maybe you and Rodden will be the new Lightning and Thunder.
I don't know. I think me and Rodden would be a great team too, obviously, but we're a pretty good team too, right?
I'd be like
Lightning
the
and
medic,
Thunder.
you know, your coach, and be after a fight to heal you guys up. It would be better
Hey.
useful.
I guess you wouldn't want to do it again. You didn't have fun.
Kind of like trying to crack his neck a little bit as his jaw still hurts. There's like an imprint of like a fist. You know, in a few days, I might have a different opinion on it.
There you go.
Yeah, the adrenaline was a little fun though.
Right? I feel like you're so alive.
I feel like I'm almost dead, but sure, close enough.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like I'm so alive. We gotta punch some more things.
Hey, look, I overheard people talk about like shadows catching fists. Like, what was that?
Oh man, I don't know. Like, okay, so he was gonna punch me, and like Mr. Shaw sort of showed me how to do this one, but I didn't really see it go all the way. But like Shadow just came out of me and like caught his fists, and then he almost knocked me down. He punched me, and I felt myself falling and about to black out, and then all of a sudden the Shadow came and just like picked me back up, and then I was ready to go, and then that was when I did the last punch, and it freaked everyone out.
So, did you cast a spell to come back up?
No, it just happened.
So this shadow, I think you were telling Shaw earlier, it does things for you automatically, right?
Yeah, I guess
And-
so.
Okay.
Maybe it really is
Kind
a
of like
person.
has the confused look, but just that's cool.
I mean, it won me the fight, so I'm feeling like
Dude,
it's
that
pretty
bad.
cool right now.
I think it's dope.
Thanks. She's serious. She's so happy. She's kind of skipping, or at least there's like a little hop in every one of her steps. She's so excited. Although she does keep glancing over at her dad, and he is just really quiet, and like her face just kind of like gets a little like look on her. So
I'm appreciate you letting me stay at the Iron Fist. I think I'm gonna go check on my plants tonight, but I'll meet you back at the Spire Tower tomorrow. How's that?
oh sure, yeah. I think I can get there. Can I remember how to get there, Mark?
Why don't you give me just a survival wisdom check?
What's my 15.
Oh yeah, you know the way.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I remember how to get there. Yeah, I'll meet you tomorrow.
Or if you want, I can always, come over and pick you up. We can walk together.
I mean, that'd be fun too. Whatever.
Alright, I'll meet you at the Iron Fist then.
Okay.
Make sure we're safe walking over.
Okay, cool. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. And she hugs you like really fast. Another one is just a quick one where you don't even have any time.
The ribs. The
Oh,
ribs.
sorry. But thanks for real.
Kind of like smiles. He kind of gives like a bit of a nod and a weird like salute to Samo. And then he'll split off and start walking back to his home.
Okay. So you're not too far, so it doesn't take you too long to get to your house, actually, where you are right now. Karis, you walk for a while with your dad, and I mean he's pretty quiet, but like he'll say like, "Oh, I'm proud of you, Karis. That was impressive. You did really well. Like I said, I think you can do anything you want."
She shoves her hands in her pockets and she just like, thanks. Yeah, I just thought about everything I've seen you do over the years. And I just went for it. So it's because you're the best dad and the best teacher.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of you, though.
Maybe some. But you're actually not like upset with me. I feel like you're not like, I thought you'd be like jumping and screaming or something.
Not when I feel like this.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Oh, I didn't. Ren already left. Maybe he could have healed you.
Oh, I'll be fine. Just recovering right now. Taking it easy. Let's go home so we can wash up and go to sleep.
Okay.
And you guys do your journey back. Just in the moonlight, a few clouds out, and you eventually make your way back safely to the Iron Fist, and you're able to wash up with the small little bathroom area you got, and clean up and head off to bed.
Cool.
Renan, you make it home, and your house is dark and empty. It's been a while since you've been back here.
Check on my plants. Are they dead yet?
They're holding on still. Hasn't been too long yet, but you make sure you water them and do what you can to help them out. And, eventually, it's you get ready to lay down to go to sleep as well.
Yeah, he was kind of like talking to all of them, telling them what's been going on.
Oh my
Saved a
gosh.
few days.
So cute.
Seriously, I mean, I wish you were there to see. It was just absolutely insane. And then she just like, I guess, a shadow came out and she beat them all. So I don't know. I went down pretty quick, but pretty proud of that kid. That was pretty cool. I think they'll be okay after this. Okay, well, you guys stay there. I'm gonna go sleep.
So you
They're his little friends.
Oh no.
you head off to sleep as well, and rest comes to both of you. Renan, though, while you sleep, you have a dream, and you find yourself in the forest again, and you just kind of look around, and there's just this beam of moonlight that's coming down, centered on you, and illuminating you, and you have all your markings lit up, and you watch as the woman, the black liquid woman, approaches you, and she says, "Mithranon, you've been doing well. Your path has been straight and good. Keep going. Continue to use my strength." And she goes in and she puts both hands again on your shoulders, and you watch as the light from the moon that's illuminating your arms intensifies a bit more, and you feel this energy begin to surge in your hands, and you feel this like faint tingle as you suddenly have a rush of ability enter your mind, and opportunities to use whoever this person, this thing is, whatever this woman that stands before you is, to use more of her power in helping people and to defeat evil. And you just sense that it's building within you more and more. And she says, "Go. Represent me. Be strong."
Is he able to respond?
Yeah, you want to say something?
Just kind of. Thank you for whatever's going on here. Who are you?
I still don't know who I am. But I know who you can be.
Just kind of nods. Says, keep being the North Star for me, and I will follow.
And you eventually have this dream sequence fade away. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
So fun! Cool!
So yeah, that was pretty intense there, Karis.
Oh, that was down to the wire.
It was nuts.
Oh,
I felt bad for you, Renan, though, going down. So
Pop done. All right.
that's unfortunate.
That was totally narrative. Like, it made complete sense. It's like, hey, at least he could take 3 punches away from Karis. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Oh man, that was intense. But
oh, that happened. That honestly happened exactly the way I'd hoped it would happen. Like, I really hoped that it would happen. Like, especially that she'd be down at one point and use the strength of the grave.
Yeah.
I really wanted to because I thought it was a really cool power.
That is a cool power. That's really cool.
So
this was like the Grog fight. When I don't know, Mark, did you watch the first Critical Role?
I mean, I've heard it. I listened to it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because he went up against the orc in the fight, and like they both like had their like one hit point and come back
Oh yeah.
type of thing at the end of the fight. Crazy.
So yeah,
So good.
really good session, guys. I liked how that went. So, thanks for everybody who joined us today. We had a lot of fun with this, and next week we should have Kelly back. So Raya will be joining the crew, and we'll see what happens next. We're gonna level up these guys too. So
Yes.
it's always good words for the players to hear. Is you guys leveled up. So. So yeah, we'll come back to level 2 next week and see what happens next. What Shaw has for them. So tune in next week for the live stream, and we'll be here at 2 Central Time on Twitch. And if you want to check out we have a Facebook page now or YouTube. It's down in the down below in the about section of the Twitch channel. You can just link over there and check those out. But thanks for joining us, everybody, and we hope to see you next week. Bye.
Bye.